What's going on, guys? I'm Jeff, the Yoshi Fanatic, and welcome to part 8, I can't believe we're already here, of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Hello! Welcome to the live stream, everybody. I hope your week was grand. Sorry, Destroyer was my other account, forgot to switch it. That's alright, Caden. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Heloy, J to the P, Moreno, Drip, Nova, and Caden. Welcome, everybody. Like I said, Caden, Destroyer is my current favorite Skillet song, so I did not mind that at all. More like Kirby and the Remembered Land. Clever, I know. Yes, now we have remembered this forgotten land. It's still broadly forgotten, though. How was everybody's week? Oh, by the way, this is not important in the slightest, but I decided to try using my earbuds for today's stream instead of my headphones. I don't know, I just thought it would be kind of fun to try a different look for the stream. It definitely makes more of a difference on my end, but yeah, just curious to try it out. Oh, I'm sorry, Waddle Dee! I should be more careful of where my blade is being ricocheted. Doink. I say this, and I just go back to doing it again anyway. And I hit the same one! Hello, Jeff. Hello, Aurora. Welcome to the stream. Hey, welcome to part 8 of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Yeah, no, I can't believe it either. Alright, so. This was the game I was thinking of earlier. Ah, yeah, I have been playing this game for, well, going on 2 months now. Holy. But, last time, we finished up the game, and, we beat the final boss, and, we found every last Waddle Dee in the main game. So, now, we are here, ready to tackle the post-game content. And here we go, up the ladder into the portal, let's-a go. Avalon and Clive are trying to cook. Clive, I think we need to use a skillet. Avalon, what even is a skillet? Guys, Jeff is on. Stop screwing around in the kitchen and get in here. I was also screwing around in the kitchen when I got home from karate class tonight. I was very hungry, and we didn't have much in the house, but we had some stuff to make carbonara with. And even though I didn't have any Romano cheese and I didn't have like spaghetti noodles, I had to use fettuccine instead. I made some carbonara, and I have no regrets. I love carbonara. Karate? I sure do like karate. I like karate. I like money, eh? I hate all of you. SpongeBob reference. In case anyone just happened to not be aware. Forgo Island. So, I'm still not entirely sure what the deal is with this place. It seems like it's an amalgamation of all the different world themes mashed up into their own levels. And what is this? I got a piece of Leon's soul. Wait, is this Leongar's soul? Must be a tiny fragment of it. I beat Pikmin 3 Deluxe again, says Drip Nova. Very nice, well done. If you collect more of these scattered soul pieces, you might be able to save him. Try to collect more pieces of Leon's soul as you explore the isolated Isles of Forgo Dreams. The isolated Isles of Forgo Dreams. So, if I remember right, Elflin had said that being here felt like when he had rejoined with the other half of his essence. So that's interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes. Style points? Nope. Style points? Almost. I was gonna see if I couldn't, like, ricochet it off of that tree over there and get the monkey. Or, I'm sorry, the Mookie. Sewing the patches for my new gi takes forever by hand, says Caden. You're not wrong. I am not a master of sewing. I mean, I can sew a little bit, but I never learned how to properly sew. So, my skill cap is well, very much capped. It's time to go and save the Leongar's soul from Fecto Forgo. That's right, it sure is. Ha! I need to stamp these down, so I need one of the Mookies. Give me the hammer. Give it to me. I demand it. The wild hammer. Ha! I love the Pikmin trilogy. I gotta finish up my playthrough of Pikmin 2, man. Alphalin will let you know if you collected every soul in a room, so check out for that before you leave a room, okay? Just giving you advice so you don't fail like I did. Says Dripnova. Well, thank you for that advice. I appreciate that. What did that do? Oh. Can probably help if I hit all of them, yeah? So see the Yoshi says,
Ooga bunga! I hate water! I can do it, but do I have to do it now?
welcome to the stream, Soshi. Fantastic. We've gotten our Super Mario World quote, get it? Quota? I'm silly. We got our quota for the day. How are you, Soshi? Flop. Sunshine Yoshi would say that. Yeah, he sure would. He really does not enjoy the water. He just melts. It's a far cry from his Super Mario World. Always glad to send the Yoshi quote to you. I appreciate it, Soshi. It is a lot of fun. Owies! Well, that didn't go nearly as well as I was hoping. Here's to hoping we get that Yoshi and other media video. At some point we shall. That might even be my next one after the Yoshi's Island versus Yoshi's Woolly World video. But I really do want to get that out in a reasonable time frame. I want to say that, huh? Am I still going? What hammer upgrade is that? This is the wild hammer. It's the third upgrade to the hammer. It's infinitely better than the toy hammer. Anyway, I was gonna say I want to get that Yoshi's Island versus Yoshi's Woolly World video done in a reasonable time frame. It's starting to look like it's gonna be a longer video than I was originally hoping for. I'm very wordsy, what can I say? And I want to get it done by October, because that's when Yoshi's Woolly World came out in the United States back in 2015. I just feel like that would be appropriate, but if I can't, it is what it is. I'll get it done when I can. I have been working on it. I have finished both playthroughs of Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Woolly World, and I am currently working on my outline for the script. And once I get that outline done, it's basically a rough draft of the script, so it should be, I don't want to say an easy process, but a pretty straightforward process to get that script done. But after that video, maybe that will be my next video. Yoshi and other media. That would be fun. And fairly easy to do, I would think. I could just do it right here from my stream setup. Or if I actually wanted to put in some better effort, some more effort to it, maybe I should, like, make it a proper video. I don't know, what do you guys think? Would it be better from the stream setup, or would it be better from the Yoshi Fanatic video setup? What? Doink! Doink! And a doink. Give me that. Hi, Jeff. It's been a while. It has been a while, Cozy Yoshi. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I say to you, welcome to part 8 of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. So how do I have Alphalin? How do I have Alphalin check for stuff? Jeff, drink water. That's a great idea, Heloy. Great idea. Simpsons referenced Yoshi once in a Mario Kart parody sequence. Homer was Wario, Milhouse was Yoshi. That sounds hilarious. It only checks if you collected everything in a room. Right, but how do I trigger that? Or do I? Yay, water! Oh. Sorry, Bonkers. You don't stand a chance, my guy. Slow your roll, dude. Maybe he does stand a chance. Just let him temper himself out. He is damaging himself on my shield. Oh. Wow. He actually is not letting me freeze him. Smart on his part. Yeah, my Yoshi retrospective has entered the recording phase. I've passed the scripting. Very nice. Well done, Cozy Yoshi. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that one. Yeah, just let him tuck himself out. There we go, that's it. Goodbye. Goodbye! And I'll take that hammer ability back. I feel like, looks like you've already collected all the pieces of Leon's soul in this spot. Let's check the next area. Okay, so it just automatically checks for you, huh? Okay. I can get behind that. Easy enough, easy peasy. Ooh, sword, gimme. Kirby evolved sword, my beloved. Where'd he go? Yeah, you thought, huh? You thought. Hi, I guess. Welcome to the stream, golden guy. I mean, hello to you as well, I guess. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to part 8 of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. How are you, friend? There you go, Jefferson. Yes, thank you, Plush. I was like, do I have to hit a certain button or like a button combination or something? These guys are silly billies. Now, oh, here we go. Mouthful mode. That explains everything. When in doubt, mouthful mode. Doink. A master of the sword, likely trained from a very young age, defeated by a can of soda. What can I say, man? Mouthful mode is a mysterious thing. Avalon. Alright, I'm back from the kitchen. Oh, and Clive, he's back too! Well, welcome Avalon and Clive. What were you cooking? What was cooking in the kitchen there? I was just about to ask, do I still need to be mouthful mode? And then I saw the unbreakable blocks. I'm like, yes. Why, yes, of course, I do, of course, still need to be mouthful mode Kirby. Of course, of course. It can't be helped. Uh-oh. Clive. Eggs! What kind of eggs? I must know. I've collected all the soul pieces in this area. Nice! But there's stuff up here and I want it. More coines. What's cool about the post-game is that unlike previous modern games, this post-game and eventual True Arena are canon to the main story. Whoa! That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. That's a really good point. Finally done after an hour and a half of sewing, my guy. Man, that sounds dreadful. I'm sorry you had to go through that horrible experience. Unless you like sewing. In which case, I'm happy for you? Question mark? I don't know, I don't like sewing. Ah! You know, something's telling me that I should probably be bomb. Much as I prefer, sword. Absolutely. It seems that, especially for these ranged bombs, it's gonna want me to, it's gonna want me to have a ranged move. I really hate it, says Caden. Ah, okay. Then we are in agreement. found a piece of Leongar's soul. I'm reviewing every Yoshi game, meaning every Yoshi game, I mean it from Yoshi's NES to Yoshi's Crafted World. I'm counting all of them. Very nice. That's 12 games, I believe, unless you want to count like the rest of, or all of the versions of each game. Which would be a worthy enough endeavor. I should have figured that there was nothing up there. Yeah, I was kind of surprised that there were, back in, what was it, 2020, when I was making my top 10 Yoshi games video, I was kind of surprised that there were indeed 10 Yoshi games. More than 10 Yoshi games. I feel like I even remember reading a comment to that effect, like there's more than 10 Yoshi games? Or maybe someone I know said that, I don't know. I must have disowned them, but no, I'm joking, obviously. Yo, Blues Cat! What's going on? Golden Guy asks, hey Jeff, what's your favorite and least favorite Kirby game that you played? My least favorite, my most favorite and my least favorite Kirby game? Man, it doesn't get any more, well, I was gonna say it doesn't get any more classic than Superstar, but it most certainly does. But for me, that's where it all started. That was my first Kirby game. It was a Kirby Superstar Ultra on the DS. And I still really, really like that one. The Great Cave Offensive is something special. But, I don't know, like, there are a lot of good choices. Planet Robobot was fantastic. I'm really enjoying this one. Yeah, there's a lot of good choices, but I think I'd have to go with Superstar just because I have such an attachment to it. And it really is fantastic. Least favorite? You know, I know that's the classic, but I think I gotta go with Kirby's Dream Land. Or Kirby in Dreamland, the first one. Because he didn't even have any powers in that one. Well, he didn't have copy abilities, which is like Kirby's main thing now. He was just able to jump and eat enemies and float and spit enemies out. And that's pretty much it. Which is fine. It just didn't make for my favorite Kirby game. So I guess I'm just gonna have to go with that one. Kirby's Dream Land. Again, it's not bad. But out of the ones I've played, I think it's the one I enjoyed the least. I will say it helps that I haven't played like any of the Kirby side games. Like Kirby, what are they, like the no, I don't remember. Like there's a bunch of side games. I know that there are. And they must not have left that big of an impact because I didn't really want to play them. Like the Kirby Brawlers and who's it? Oh no! Was that like a one-time thing? Kirby's Dream Land is also like 30 minutes long, I believe, says JP. It was on the original Game Boy, so that checks out. I still don't have a Switch 2, says Blues Cat. Bummer. I know you were excited for it, which is why I'm saying bummer. I forget, did you say you pre-ordered it? Or did you say that, you hadn't and you were hoping that you would find one? I get the feeling Super Mario World is technically 1 hour and 53 minutes. 1 minute and 53 seconds? Yeah, if you're a speedrunner. I have a feeling that I'm gonna be playing this level again because I'm pretty sure I missed. Oh, I missed! Can I just unalive myself? And maybe I can restart from the checkpoint? Because I don't really want to replay this whole level. It does seem a little long. Unrelated to Kirby, but it's me, but Yoshi Touch It and Go feels like a DSiWare or a pre-release tech demo sold at full price, says Golden Guy. Yeah, I didn't buy the game. On DS, I didn't even play it until years later. But the way that I said it in my top 10 Yoshi game video, and I still agree with the sentiment, it really does feel like a precursor to modern mobile games. And I mean that in terms of scope and depth of gameplay. It really is just, well, there's not that much going for it. And it's like, not every game needs to be this giant thing. Like, the side games and spin-offs are fine. They have every reason to exist, right? But that's just the problem. It has the depth of a mobile game, and it was sold for the full price, which I forget if DS games full price were 30 or 40. I know 3DS games were 40. I don't remember DS games though. So yeah, them being sold, or that game being sold for full price, yeah, definitely put a damper on things. Avalon, Jeff, I said something! Well, what did you say? Let me go back and look. Avalon, they were scrambled eggs! Come on, Jeff, what kind of eggs require a skillet? Many. They're sunny side up. Avalon, I wasn't talking to you, Clive. You know, you need a skillet to make omelets. Well, I mean, I guess you don't technically need it, but it's the preferred way to do it. There's sunny side up eggs, there's over easy eggs. Plenty of different eggs to make in a skillet, my guy. Eggs, E-double-G-S eggs. I feel that game could be an okay DSi game. Yeah, for sure. And I think it's fine enough. It really is just the fact that it's well, it's pretty shallow, it's short, it's a high score chaser, sold for a full price DS game. And if I remember right, it was released fairly early in the DS's life, maybe even like I know I did research on this, and it was within the launch window, I'm fairly certain, of the DS. I remember 2004 being the year on the title screen. So it was an early DS game, really meant to show off more what the DS could do. Which I feel like it did alright. Like, it's a good showcase for the touchscreen and the microphone, which were like the DS's main things. Oh no, don't you do it. No, 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 no! That doesn't respawn, does it? Am I gonna have to unalive myself again? Man, $40 games, I miss those. Yeah, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to redo this. I wish there was like a retry from checkpoint button or something. I often forget that Yoshi Touch and Go came before Island DS. It feels like a minigame that'd be included in it, says JP. Yeah, it does. You're right. Now the games are double the price, says Drip Nova. In fairness, handheld games were always cheaper than like their home console counterparts. What's your favorite Yoshi game in general? It might be your obsession with Tetris Attack. I get it, it's addicting. My favorite Yoshi game in general? That's gotta go to Yoshi's Island. Not to give spoilers for the upcoming video, but yeah, I do generally prefer Yoshi's Island over any other game in the series. Not to say that there aren't games that give it a good run, but yeah, I definitely feel that Yoshi's Island is the best. And it's certainly my favorite. There we go. Do you think the Mario 3D game next is going to have Wonder style or the normal style? Good question, Yoshi Daffy Duck. Or even something completely new. You never really know with Nintendo, do you? Whoopsie. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's an unsatisfying answer. I feel like Wonder, if you mean art style wise, I feel like they can't just go back to New Super Mario Bros. Style. They just can't at this point. If they did, people would riot. I'm not so sure that they would stick with... Whoa, hello. I'm not so sure that they would stick with the Mario Wonder art style, but it wouldn't be a bad choice. Or if they want to do something completely different. Like, would people lambaste Nintendo the way that they did with the New Super Mario Bros. Series if, like, it was just another Wonder? Like, the last thing we want is Wonder becoming just another New Super Mario Bros. Kind of thing, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. It'll be interesting though. I do look forward to seeing whatever they end up doing with the next Mario game, 2D or 3D. I can see the next 3D Mario having Wonder/Mario Kart World style. It's subtle, but every character has a nice refreshed 3D model. Looking back, it's nice to have them updated a bit since the GameCube. Oh, true. The quote-unquote modern Mario design really did stem from the GameCube, didn't it? That's crazy. Hey Jeff, have you met the greatest inventor of all of Craft World? Avalon. Hello, he has. Oh wait, Higginbottom. I don't know if he has. I don't. I mean, I haven't. Yeah, I don't meet him. No, I don't met him. If you could only choose 3 Nintendo consoles to play for the rest of eternity, what consoles would you choose? Oh, that's a fantastic question. If I could choose only 3 to play for the rest of eternity. Let me ask you this. Is it a cop-out or a cheat to include virtual console games on a console? Or does it have to be the game console's native game library? Because the answer would be a lot more interesting if I was limited to the game's native library, I think. Wii, Switch, 3DS, easy, says Dripnova. Which Yoshi game do you think would benefit from a full-blown remake? Which Yoshi game do I think would benefit the most from a full-blown remake? I think Yoshi Topsy-Turvy, honestly. Yeah, I feel like Yoshi Topsy-Turvy would benefit the most. Because the rest of the games, I feel like they aged pretty well. And especially in the case of, like, Yoshi's Island, I really don't think that game needs or even warrants a remake of any kind. I worry that they would screw something up with it. Yoshi's Woolly World, Yoshi's Crafted World, Yoshi's Island DS. These games, I feel like, aged very well. And I don't see that a remake would really fix much of the issues with them. Yoshi's New Island, same kind of deal. I don't really think that remaking the game is something that would really benefit it. Yoshi's Story, I think it aged very gracefully. Yeah, I'm gonna say Yoshi Topsy-Turvy. Yes, only with the native library. Ooh, then it gets way more interesting. Let's go. Alright. Man. That really does become an interesting question. I'm gonna start ruling out some options that I would not want. First would be NES games, or the NES, just because it had a lot of classics, but like, and forgive me if this is sacrilege to say, but I could probably do without most games on the NES. The SNES, I'm thinking, has to be in my list, because and this might be a cheat, but even if I wanted to play like all 3 of the classic Super Mario Bros. Games, which I feel like are probably the most compelling games on that system, the ones with the most staying power for sure. Well, okay, maybe not for sure, but they're up there. I feel like Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World is a fantastic way to experience all of those games. Uh-oh. I wasn't paying attention. Did I get all of the pieces? Probably not. So yeah, Super Nintendo has to be on there. I want to say Nintendo 64 because my favorite game is on the N64. But as Aurora kind of pointed out, Super Mario 3D All-Stars also has Super Mario 64. So yeah, I'm thinking the Switch would have to be the one of the others. And it has to be either Game Boy Advance or the 3DS, I think. One of my favorite games on the Game Boy Advance is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and I would be super sad if I didn't get to play that game. But thankfully, there was a remake of it on the 3DS. So I think I would have to go with. I think those are my options that I would go with. Is Super Nintendo, Switch, and 3DS. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. How's that? The redesign of the Mario characters kind of a combination between GameCube and Super Nintendo and 64, especially in the case of Donkey Kong. Yeah, for sure. Yoshi Story Glass Mode. Ooh. A Yoshi's Island remake only requires one thing: modern collectible tracking. You know what I mean. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that would certainly benefit the game, but I don't think it's really necessary per se. Cheapers, whoa! Especially since I feel like the collectible placements are actually really well thought out and intuitive for the most part. So yeah, like even that I don't think is as big of a problem. I just really don't think that Yoshi's Island needs a remake. Wow. Boy, they beefed this guy up, didn't they? Mario All-Stars is cool. I just prefer the 8-bit music of Mario 2 and 3. Plus, not a fan of Mario not having gloves in those sprites. That was fixed in the GBA ports. Ah, that's fair. I don't know, such a small thing I don't think really bothers me that much. But yeah, like, I think that's my... Oh my. I think that is my list of consoles that I would want to have if I could only experience 3 for the rest of my life. Imagine, you know what, I'm gonna beat this boss and then I'll, well, probably beat the boss. Uh-oh. Great, now I have no Kirby powers. I have to replay this level again. Or replay it again. I have to replay it. Because I did not get all of the Leongar pieces, I don't think. Oops. Oh no. Oh. I'll probably beat this guy. Alright. Doink. Imagine the new Yoshi game where in the Yoshi select screen, you could only select green Yoshi, and to unlock the rest of the color Yoshis, you need to pay $5. Would you still buy it or be furious and stop playing the game? Oh, man. Boy, that would be such a jerk move. 100% it would be a jerk move. I don't know if I'd boycott the game because... Oh, I don't know. Like, that seems like it would be such a scummy play. I'd probably still play it, to be honest with you. Like, as much as, like, another game I would probably... Well, you know, there was a similar situation in Mario Kart 8 before Deluxe. You had to pay DLC to have the different colors of Yoshi. But I still bought the DLC. I mean, there were extra tracks and everything, so that helped. I think I would be annoyed, but ultimately I would still play the game. In my mind, the next Yoshi game should star Green Yoshi and have him be the main protagonist, but have like an optional cosmetic like badge that changes your Yoshi color to whatever Yoshi color you want. And the reason I would want it to be the green Yoshi is just for story reasons. So, yeah, that's my thought there. But yeah, if they locked the other colors of Yoshi behind a paywall, that would be extremely scummy, and I would, like, you know, finger wag at Nintendo for a good long time about that one. But I'd probably still buy the game. Because ultimately, I'm a Yoshi freak. I gotta. Jeff, I'd lose respect for you if you bought the Yoshi colors. Oh, I wouldn't buy them. I would just be mad about it, but I'd still play the game. Okay, Yoshi's Island fanboy. I guess I just don't like having to get everything in one go, says Drip Nova. I do agree that that's not the optimal way to go. But I still feel like everything is positioned in such a way that it really isn't that much of a hindrance. It is annoying. I have to agree with you. It is annoying that you have to get everything in one go. But I feel like it would be a bigger issue if the collectibles were hidden in Yoshi's Island the same way that they are in Yoshi's Woolly World. I think it would be a much bigger problem then. Oof. Boy, he gotted me, dude. And now I gotted him. Can you break my shield? Nope. Uh-huh. Yeah, about that, my guy. That shield is unbelievable. Now I'm reminded there's no other Yoshi, color in Yoshi and Topsy-Turvy. That's strange, says J3P Moreno. Didn't we kind of talk about that being because it's the main Yoshi or whatever? I feel like we discussed that that's why that was the case. You'd be surprised at how powerful non-ability Kirby can be with that many stars. Yeah, he really is. It is kind of nuts. Also, I just noticed this, but there's no whatchahoozits. There's no, like, secret missions or whatever, in these levels, just because, like, I've already collected all the Waddle Dees. So, you know, there's not really a bunch of extra stuff for me to do at that point, so yeah, all I gotta do is find the missing soul pieces. That's nice. It's nice because, like, I won't have to replay the game, replay the levels multiple times in order to, like, even figure out what the objectives are. That is nice. Gimme. Higginbottom. Ah, the essence of childhood innocence. Truly the most powerful weapon against the evils that plague the earth, man. Higginbotham's voice is like he's high on drugs and very British. I can't do a British voice, I'm sorry. Hopefully you won't have to replay the game. Yeah, right? 8 more weeks of this? I don't know if we could stand that. What's worse, to be forced to listen to the worst songs of Yoshi's New Island in ear rape for 2 hours, or 100% complete Yoshi's Island GBA, including the additional levels, with controls worse than a Tiger LCD game. Jeepers, that is a lot of caveats for Yoshi's Island. Controls worse than a Tiger LCD game? Like, that's part of the appeal of Yoshi's Island, is just how fantastically it controls. I feel like if you get rid of that, you get rid of a lot that made Yoshi's Island special to begin with. Oh, man. Like, we're talking like the same base game with the GBA levels. Oh, man. It seems like a worst case scenario, man. If it wasn't for the Tiger LCD game controls, I'd say it would be way better to just play Yoshi's Island, no doubt about it. But if you're gonna give it the controls of a Tiger LCD game, I don't think I could tolerate that. So yeah, that would probably be worse. Only because of the Tiger LCD controls, though. No other reason. Yeah, thank you, Drip Nova. You actually helped me there. I wasn't paying attention. More Kirby means more time for people to vote for Cuphead, lol, says JP. You had me metaphorically on the edge of my seat, says Drip Nova. You kept you in suspense, huh? Yeah. I feel like that poll is pretty much finalized. I'm pretty sure Shovel Knight is the winner. If somebody doesn't know what we're talking about, I have a poll in my Discord, Jeepers, asking you guys which game I should play next, and I am going to be focusing on indie games. So the options are Shovel Knight, Cuphead, and Ori and the Blind Forest. And right now it's 5 votes Cuphead, 5 votes Ori, and 7 votes Shovel Knight. So I think that's probably the one that's going to win. Which I don't have a huge problem with that. Shovel Knight, yeah, I love Shovel Knight. It's probably my first like indie game that I played. But I'll be honest, I would have preferred to play the other 2 games. Still, I'm looking forward to it either way. I actually played a little bit of Shovel Knight on my PS4 this morning before I left for work. And I think the reason that I wanted to was because I wanted to see if I had to download the Treasure Trove DLC, which I probably did, but it was like so fast because it's such a small download that I didn't even notice it. Oh my. Oh no, I threw away my power! I threw it away! Give me whatever this is. Yeah, that's important. Jeff, the Sparkles! Walk on Sparkles! Go back! Jerf! That's Jerf or Juffin. That's hilarious. Thank you, Plush. You've got my back, and I appreciate that. Hey! But yeah, yeah. I've also gone on like, oh, I don't want to say a game collecting spree, but you know, I've gotten much more in the mood to like buy the physical versions of a bunch of games that I own digitally, and I haven't gotten to like do that for many of the games I want, but and many of the games that I have. But this week I picked up Ori and the Blind Forest on Switch cartridge. It is the definitive edition. So I've got that. I've got the physical version of Cuphead that also has all the DLC on it. And I'm tempted to do that for Shovel Knight because I have the 3DS, or I have the game on 3DS, but only digitally. I have the game on PlayStation 4, and I do have the physical disc for that, but it's not the Treasure Trove. It's just the base game of Shovel Knight. I think I got it before the DLC came out. So, it does not have the Treasure Trove content on the disc. So then I thought maybe I would buy the game on Switch. And the Treasure Trove does have all of the additional content on it, on the cartridge. And it's like 30 bucks. And I'm really thinking about it. Haven't made a final decision yet. Sorry for backseat gaming. Hey, you're helping me out, I don't mind. Walking on Sparkles and Kirby for collectibles is better than walking on blank spots in Yoshi's New Island for collectibles. Red coins, yeah. 100%, 100%. That was such an annoying thing in Yoshi's New Island. And I don't know exactly how prevalent it was, but it was prevalent enough for me to be annoyed. By the way, I don't know if you knew this, but Yoshi's Woolly World actually had that same mechanic carry over for not as many things, but enough to be annoying. Enough that I noted it down. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to check because I know how many of those things were hidden in that manner in Yoshi's Woolly World. Give me a second. Like, I went through the whole game and I wrote down all the metrics for each level in both Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Woolly World, and that was one of them. So the number of collectibles found by walking over specific areas in Yoshi's Woolly World, there were 31 in total. 31 times in Yoshi's Woolly World where you had to walk over a specific area that really didn't have any indication for it, and you would get like sparkly gems or something. Sparkly gems of the stamp gems. That's what it is, the stamp gems. 31 times! Which, that's pretty obnoxious, I'm not gonna lie. Bet you didn't remember that about Yoshi's Woolly World, did ya? Oh, while I'm on that same topic, do you know how many invisible item clouds there were that had collectibles in them? Important collectibles in Yoshi's Woolly World? 145! 145 invisible item clouds with important collectibles in them in Yoshi's Woolly World. Do you know how many there were in Yoshi's Island? 6. And even those, like, I don't know if they count because they hid the switches for secret area that had collectibles in it. So I counted it just because I think that was the most fair thing to do. But there was not a single item cloud in Yoshi's Island that was invisible that had a collectible inside of it. Not a single one. How about them apples? What's up, Jeff Epp? What's going on, Jacob? I'm not Jeff Epp, I'm Jeff TYF. Welcome to the stream, dude. How are you? If Yoshi's Island had an LCD game like the Game & Watch, or a Tiger LCD game, how would the game play or be about? Oh, I feel like it would have to revolve around Yoshi throwing eggs. Yeah, I feel like it would have to, like, Yoshi would be stationary or something. And you would use the D-pad to aim Yoshi's egg to one of 4 pre-selected targets. And then press the button to throw the egg. And then if an enemy hits you, it's game over. Or something. That's what I think it would be like. I don't know, what do you think of that idea for a Yoshi Game & Watch game? Ah! No, 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 no! I gotta kill myself again. Maybe I am Jeff Epp. I'm doing well, says Jacob. Awesome, glad to hear it. It's good to see you, Jacob. Nick Gamer says, evening. What's going on, Nick? Welcome to the stream. I had to unalive myself because I missed a soul piece. And that took a piece out of my soul. So I had to rectify that. Uh-oh. Boy. There we go. Get me up there. It's ring. What? What? Hey, hang on. What is this? Oh no! Oh no! How do I rectify this? I can't get that. That's a problem. That's a problem, guys! Gotta try again. Jeff, keep up with the lore. Dude, he's busy getting Leon's soul pieces. Yeah, and unaliving myself multiple times in order to get them all. It's worth it. How do I get that? Dude. Oh, I know. I know. I'm a dummies. The stairs! Yeah, I should have realized that the stairs would be immune to the wind. Doink. I'm heading to my aunt's house in California on Wednesday, and I'm going to be staying for a week. The best part is she lives right next to Six Flags. That's awesome. That sounds like a good time, man. Have fun. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, this is gonna be obnoxious. Because there's like a lag to it. You gotta, like, hit the button ahead of time. Ah! Okay, second chances. Doink. Hey! Doink! Hey! How about them apples? Did I miss anything? Maybe, probably. We're about to find out. Oops. Right, how could I be so foolish? Ring Kirby can't swim, that makes sense. Avalon, but the livestream lore, nobody cares. What was their lore? 5. Hello, Mr. Higginbotham. The world continues to turn as our reunion turns eternal. Yep, totally, understood that, totally. No idea. Stair Kirby doesn't have a plush, what a shame. All you gotta do is paint a set of stairs pink. Or put pink carpet on stairs? It depends on what kind of stairs you have. Jeff, how many times have you committed slip and slide? Slip and slide? Many. Multiple. Too many to count. Oh, you can retry, that's nice. And that is nice because I have to now, because I missed something. Collecting all the collectibles like the yarns to get the Yoshi design and flowers for the secret levels on normal mode, they would be a pain to discover. I literally played the game on easy mode for the collectibles and flowers and still didn't get all the pencils coins because some of the locations, oh wow, some of the locations are ridiculous on Woolly World. Yeah, 100%. I'm in the same boat. Like, for my last playthrough, I've played through Yoshi's Woolly World. Keep this in mind. I've played through Yoshi's Woolly World probably in excess of a dozen times. And at least half of the levels I had to replay more than once. And many of those times I went back in with the discover hidden items or whatever. That power badge. And even then, sometimes I still wouldn't beat it. It wouldn't get 100% of everything. So, yeah, no, the collectible placement in Yoshi's Woolly World is a little ridiculous. And again, I want to stress, it's not that absolute huge of a deal breaker, especially if you're not a completionist. But I am. I'm not even gonna bother with the bomb, dude. I feel like it'd be better off just going powerless here. Instead of saying unalive yourself, just say you committed slip and slide. Excellent. I never really liked the term unalived anyway. But yet, you continue to use it, Jeff. Okay, this might actually be quite challenging. Maybe it was a mistake to get rid of my power. Or my copy ability. Jeepers, what? Oh. Yeah, this isn't doing as much damage as I was hoping. Ooh, the phantom tree. Ah! What's so phantom about him? He's just pink. Doink. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting through this one. Skill issue. 100%. Alright. Yeah, Kirby's tired. I feel that. You can't go back. Whoa, hello. Interesting. It's like a whole maze now. With a bunch of Gordos. I made it to the end of your little maze. I did. Ah, that's scary. Boink. What? Okay, no, that's bad. Oh no. Excuse me. Yeah, this is kind of obnoxious. Boy, imagine if I could, like, combine all these stars without having to eat all of them all at the same time. Oh man, I am going to commit the slip and slide. Wow, I'm surprised that that didn't do it. Oh, well there it is. Do they have fire as an option? No, it's bomb or the drill. Wait a minute. No, I can't save that. Okay, whatever. I think you can inhale the I can inhale the coconuts? I didn't know that. Alright, let's try this again. You know, bombs, it would be great if, like, you didn't just blow up before getting to your target. It would help a lot, actually. We gotta try it. Oh, never mind. Not worth, not worth. If I lose my power, then I'll try it again. I mean, this is kind of nice because he just sits in one place. So it's pretty easy to, like... I don't know. I will admit, this is the first time I think I'm struggling with Wispy Woods. Or, I'm sorry, Phantom Woods. Phantom Tropic Woods. Get the name right, Chef. You owe him that much. He's been in just, like, every Kirby game. Practically a veteran. Don't disrespect veterans. Ow. Well, this is going supremely well. You know, I almost wonder if it would be better to go with a drill. Like, maybe I could tunnel under stuff here. Avoid a lot of his attacks. Yeah, this is not going super well. I think you inhaled the coconuts in the first regular tree fight. I probably did. It was weeks ago, though. Oh, that's wild. That was worth it. I imagine that the drill power actually would be pretty useful in this boss fight. Just because I could dodge a lot of these attacks more easily. These bombs are not really working well for me. Okay. I might not even win this time. If I do die here, it's going to be... I'm definitely going to go with the drill next time and see what that does. Man, that is doing like nothing, dude. Forgot I could break the tree branches, tree roots. Yeah. Branches that grow underground, Jeff. That's just roots. Okay. Some of this is doing fairly decent damage, but I don't know. Bomb just does not seem like the right choice here. Not that I'm sure drill would fare much better in the offense department, but it'd be better in the defense department. Or I could remember that the dodge exists. That could probably help too. Couple more of those and that'll be it. There we go. Hey! That took way too much effort. Wow. I can't believe I struggled that much on that one. Okay, I really need to catch up on some comments here. Golden Guy says, imagine in the next Yoshi game, to get a flower collectible, you need to get through an invisible wall that looks like any wall with a specific power-up, doing a very specific move in less than 10 seconds, and very specific movement like a code while having the gigantic chain chomp chase you, and you have only one try. And plus the difficulty is more like Timmy level in Mario Maker 2 and tilt controls. This seems like a recipe for disaster, my guy. Slip and slide is funnier, but in terms of actual serious conversation, I prefer sadly they took their own life. Or just the word itself. I meant in terms of funniness, absolutely slip and slide. It's so funny. I'm so hungry. Avalon skill issue. So I did get all of them. Why are there 48 in this one? Not a nice round number like 50. Yeah, let's return to Waddle Dee Town and refill my health here. Oh no, I accidentally slip and slided because of a boss, says Golden. This is Golden Guy. We gotta go find him. You're giving me mixed signals, dude. Yay! I guess I died 5 times? Thanks, Waddle Dees. I'm tired tonight, but I just wanted to drop by and say hi, says Robert. Robert, that's very thoughtful of you. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. I hope you're having a good day, friend. A good day and a good week. Oh boy, I'm starting to get a little tired too. Jeepers. How long have I been playing? An hour? So each level has been like a half hour. That's insane. I mean, these are long levels. This place feels unstable. It's like we're inside someone's dream. 51. Can't we just have 50 in each one and call it a day? Why does it have to be these random numbers? I say this as I am someone who likes the idea of variable flower numbers in Yoshi's Crafted World. Avalon, ask Higginbottom something. I want to see what he replies. Higginbottom, what's your favorite time of day? I feel like that's a question. Give me the cone ability. Yeah! Huh. I'm surprised I could actually get up there, but I did. It's pretty silly, not gonna lie. Oh. I cannot break that. Good to know. Who put all this mud here? What a mess. Shall I continue with cone ability? I feel like... I feel like it's a good idea, probably. Man. These carnival rides are out of control, dude. Higginbotham. My preferred time of the day is the time where I'm able to freely express the inner workings of my mental chambers. Kind of what I expected. Was Cone Kirby just breakdancing? That's so funny. Oh my. Excuse me, pardon me coming through. Whoa, okay, alright then. Sure. We'll go with that. Oh, these levels are something else, dude. It's either that or I'm just not being careful enough. That's equally valid. I don't tend to be very careful in these kinds of games. Exhibit A. Alright, Cone Kirby, this is where we must depart. There we go. Is it just me, or are these levels more challenging? I feel like they are just more challenging. Alright, how do I trigger that? I want it, though. Oh. Sparklies? Maybe that's it. Yeah, that's totally it. Yay for sparklies! There we go. That had better be all the soul pieces. Unbelievable, it's not! Ow. I got flattened. Well, what else did I miss? Ow. Got flattened again. What else did I miss? And clearly there must be something. Oh, right there. Oh, I need the cone. The cone's all the way over here. There we go, mouthful mode, baby. Challenge. Find something new about Yoshi's New Island that is not the big eggs, bad soundtrack, and a very out-of-place time-controlled plot that feels like the devs said, oh no. We need to add something new to the story so the game story isn't a complete copy-paste of the OG island. I feel like you just listed everything that's new about Yoshi's New Island. How about the new art style? Big Yoshi. Yep, Yoshi when he eats a giant enemy in that game. It is nice that they tell you when you've missed something, or rather that when they tell you that you got everything. I think if any Yoshi game should get a remake, it's Yoshi Remake. Imagine how beautiful the game will look in HD. Oh, it's Yoshi Remake. Imagine how beautiful the game will look in HD. Glass Yoshi would add some amount of difficulty. When you say Yoshi, do you mean the puzzle game Yoshi? The NES and Game Boy Classic? Yoshi's Story, my bad. A remake of Yoshi's Story could be interesting. I don't know if I would like a glass Yoshi mode. I guess it could be kind of fun. Probably not my favorite thing though. Yeah, I still think that Yoshi Topsy-Turvy would benefit the most from a remake. See you, Jeff. Hope you have a great Father's Day. Thanks, Caden. Appreciate it. And I hope you have a great weekend. Yeah, we'll see you again soon, friend. Thanks for tuning in. The bean enemies are new in Yoshi's New Island. Oh, that's true. There you go. There are some new enemies. Yoshi's New Island had Pokies. Yoshi's Island didn't have Pokies. Kind of grasping at straws here, but you know what? We'll take what we can get. Just trying to remember all the enemies or all the bad guys that turn into the bosses, and there's not a ton of brand new ones. I mean, all the boss fights are brand new, but it's not like they're characters that haven't been in the other Yoshi games, so I guess that's the point. Hey. Someone did a storyboard of Yoshi delivering Mario and Luigi to their movie parents. It's absolutely wholesome. It does sound wholesome. I like that. I approve. I can get behind that. I recently started storyboarding my own story for a Yoshi game, but I'm not good at drawing, and Yeah, I still need to finish it. Ah, the new big enemies, Pookie and Bean. Says Golden Guy. That's right, Pookie and Bean. Pookie was, or the Pokey was actually pretty, I don't know, I don't want to say challenging, but disconcerting at least when you're playing it. Hello! Alright, I'm not a bowling pin, Mr. Bowl. Man, it's dark and I gotta be careful. I'm in trouble. I'm in real trouble. There we go, I made it through. I'm in trouble. Man, I really gotta be careful here. And that's not my strong suit, especially when the game's been so easy up to this point. Hey! What's your opinion on Kirby's Adventure? I love Kirby's Adventure. That's the NES game, right? One of the last NES games that came out. Kirby has a habit of being like the last game on a console. It's kind of impressive. You know, Kirby's Adventure on the NES. Hello? Kirby's Dream Land 3? Kirby and Dream Land 3 on the Super Nintendo? If not the last game on the console, at least very late in the life of the console. But yeah, I liked Kirby Adventure. Again, it was pretty basic, but I think it was the first full-color Kirby game, if I remember right. And the levels were actually a lot of fun. I thought. I thought it was a really solid game, honestly. I actually didn't play the game until I got it on the 3DS 3D Classics version. So there you go, there's a little trivia. Jeff didn't play the NES version of Kirby Adventure. He played the 3D Classics one on 3DS. Why? I don't really like this so much. Sai says, Bup, what's going on, Sai? Welcome to the stream. Or Zai? I think it's Zai. Welcome to the stream. So, if Mario and Luigi are meant to be Italians from Brooklyn, then what's up with them being delivered to a Mushroom Kingdom house? Different origins, says J to the P Moreno. Yeah, it's... man. Because they're supposed to be Italian. Right? Are there Italians in the Mushroom Kingdom? I don't know for sure. It's like, where'd he go? I need that. And there's probably stuff over here. I knowed it. I did. Not much, just about to go to sleep. Very, that's very responsible of you, Zai. I am being rather irresponsible and staying up late so I can play the game. But yeah, your sleep's important. Kirby's Dream Land was one of the most poorly timed games. Like the N64 had already been released, so why make a game for an obsolete console? I guess that's why it sold around 70,000 to 78,000 copies. Yeah. Still, it was a gorgeous game. It really was. Like, I really liked the painterly sort of art style for it. But it also felt like... I forget if it came out... I think it came out after Kirby Superstar. And holy cow, Kirby Superstar was such a good game. It was the Kirby game that ushered in the idea of multiple moves per copy ability. That wasn't a thing until Superstar. And then Kirby's Dream Land 3 returned to just the one power per copy ability, which definitely felt like a regression at that point. Still, again, it was a beautiful game, and I liked it a lot, but yeah, like you said, kind of poorly timed. And that's sad because it looked cute and good. It was cute and good. I guess it didn't really matter as much to me because I didn't play it until I got the Wii Classic Collection the Classic Collection, the Dream Collection on the Wii. You can headcanon the bros grew up in the Mushroom Kingdom, then moved to New York / New Donk City, then moved back to the Mushroom Kingdom. You know, that kind of is what I thought could unite the movie story and the games. Is if like they were born in the Mushroom Kingdom and then the oh my, oh no. And then, like, their parents moved to Brooklyn or wherever sometime later. And that's why we get Mario, like, rediscovering the Mushroom Kingdom in Donkey Kong 94. Because, like, that's what got him back to the Mushroom Kingdom, and then the rest of his adventures just started happening there. Like, if you really try to make it work, you can. Like, you can kind of finagle a way to make it work. I adore Kirby Dream Land's 3 art style. It's so beautiful and pleasant to look at. It really is. It really is. Whatever. Mario lore is almost always inconsistent. Which sucks because Kirby's Dream Land 3 was really good. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm reading like 2 different thought processes here. Excuse me. Oh, don't you do it. Okay. Thementalk made a great video. Oh man, I forgot to record any of this. Whoops, whatever. Thementalk made a great video discussing the official history of where the bros came from, addresses both official origins. Oh, that's cool. Hey, you should put that in the media recommendations in the Discord server. By the way, I'm following the stream, but I'm also playing Mario Party Superstars at the same time. I can't blame you there, that's a fun game. I ate up my pizza rolls, so now I'm all filled up. Very good. I had an almost equally unhealthy food before starting the stream. Carbonara! But at least it was homemade. What's the best and worst part of making a new video, including editing, making a script for the video, making the thumbnail, etc.? The best part? I really do enjoy the video editing. I think it's a lot of fun and I get to be creative with it. My least favorite part is probably putting together the script. Yeah, I think unfortunately it has to be the script because it takes a lot longer than you would expect. A lot of it takes a lot longer than you would expect. Like, the video editing probably takes the longest out of all the parts of the video making process. Because, well, I guess it would depend on the length of the video. But usually, excuse me, usually for a video, like one of my quote-unquote heavier production type videos, like the ones that are higher effort to produce, usually it takes me about a minute or an hour to edit about a minute of the video, right? So like Yoshi's New Island retrospective would have taken me around 60 to 70 hours-ish to edit by that metric. So it's a long time, but at least I know to expect it. For me, the script writing, I tend to have writer's block pretty bad, actually. And it takes me a long time to actually write the script. But it's also very important. I don't, like, hate it or anything, but it probably is my least favorite part of the process. Bowser just stole my star. That sucks. We always knew he was the villain. To be honest, my favorite part is making thumbnails. My least favorite part might be editing, because it takes a ton of effort. It really does. If you're not artistic, myself, like I'm not artistic, and making thumbnails is a huge pain for me. But it also doesn't take that long, like maybe an hour to 2. And I always feel like, at least at the time when I make the thumbnail, and I finish it, I'm like, oh, this doesn't look very good. But then eventually, like, it grows on me for whatever reason. I don't know. I think I might just be too hard on myself sometimes. But I have 150 coins and I'm on Horrorland. There you go. You're about to steal a bunch of stars. You live long enough to become the villain. There we go. Oh, dang. I wanted to have Crash. I adore thumbnail making. It's so simple, but it's so fun. If you're good at art, it's simple. Because you can just draw it. For me, I'm like, oh no, I gotta get a screenshot of the game's background and like, because I can't draw the background myself and like I probably spend a good hour setting up the green screen and the light and the camera stand and all that, the tripod and all that for for, you know, taking the picture of me, and then I have to green screen it, and I don't really like thumbnail creation. I think that's one of the things I struggle the most with. But it's a very important part of the process. Good thing you finished Forgotten Land when you did. Terminal Montage did an animation based on it. Send it in the media chat if you're interested. I did just barely see it before I started the stream, and I wanted to watch it straight away, but I'll have to wait at least until after the stream. I'm looking forward to it though. What am I missing? Elflin has not told me that I have found everything yet. How long did it take to make that Poochie Yoshi New Island joke? Lol. The one where I'm like, Poochie, why are you so giant? And why does your body look like that? I don't know which part of it. Like, that. If you're talking about the part where I like slowly zoom into Poochie and be like, whoa, it's Poochie! Like, that didn't take much time at all. That was just some simple keyframing, which is fairly easy to do. Plooch! I feel if any Nintendo game has the word new of an already existing IP, example, new insert game title, and the gimmick is grow big or similar, it's because there's nothing new in the game. Or innovative. Yeah, no, I agree. Phantom Caroline. Yay, I remembered that dodge exists. Is it just me, or do these guys take way more hits than they did originally? Yeah, I feel like they have a lot more health. But giant eggs. Yeah, they tried their best. Probably more because they're post-game. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I've just gotten used to like instantly destroying everything because I have all the evolved abilities, you know? Ow. So this is something I'm just not used to. Wow, that's actually a little bit freaky. Arzus did so much better handling Pikmin than they did Yoshi, to be honest. What kills me, I think, is that Yoshi's New Island isn't that bad of a game, basically. It's just... like, when you sit down to play it, it's fine. Like I said in my Yoshi's New Island retrospective, I think that the gameplay is at least half as good as the original Yoshi's Island, which I think is pretty high praise. But, you know, everything else brings it down. Like, the art style isn't completely atrocious or anything, but certainly nothing compared to the original. The music's not very good. I mean, it has a lot of bad soundtracks, but some of it was pretty good. But most of it wasn't. The story made it feel like a parody of the original game, and the collecting experience sucked. All of those things ruined the goodness that the gameplay had to offer. And again, it's not like it was an amazing game from a gameplay perspective either, but at least half as good as Yoshi's Island. So, yeah, that's my thing. Like, yeah, Yoshi's New Island was pretty tarnished by what it did wrong, more than what it did right. The Meta Knight sword has a bunch of cool attacks, just like its namesake. Sword slide, jump, and attack to use upper caliber. With full health, you can even sling crescent shots. That's really helpful to know. This seems like a potential engine for a 3D spin-off Smash Bros. Interesting. Interesting. That could be very interesting. Hey Pikmin is way more forgotten though. I hear hardly anyone ever mention it. Or even mention it. Yeah, I know I never played it. Suggestion for a title of new remake idea. New Super Mario Omega Wii Ultimate Deluxe. Yep. Very emblematic of Nintendo in those dark times. So this is level 3. How many levels are there here? They already made Meta Knight moveset, lol. Yeah, but now they're telling me how to use it. Quick search? Oh, they want me to be the drill. I don't want to be the drill. But it's going to be an important moveset here. Even though I don't like it. That's because people don't like mentioning Hey Pikmin. Everyone despises that game for merely existing, and I think it's unfair at this point. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, at least Yoshi's New Island, at least the criticisms levied toward it, while I think are maybe a little bit overplayed, are at least fair for the most part. I don't really know anything about Hey Pikmin, but I know that everyone just seems to despise it just because it's not like the other ones. I mean, it's a 2D Pikmin game. What is that? I don't know, I didn't play it. I haven't played any Pikmin game, so I really have no room to judge. Sure, we'll go with that. I love that one analogy you did with collecting things in Crafted World by driving back and forth to the store. Yeah, I think that might be most people's favorite thing that I've done on the channel so far. I was definitely proud of that. I think I had every right to be. That was hilarious, and I worked hard on that. And it really is a perfect analogy. Like, imagine how much more bearable Yoshi's Crafted World's collectathon experience would be if the guy just told you, if Blockafeller just told you, hey, I'm looking for these 5 things. Keep an eye on them, or keep an eye out for them as you play through the level. Like, imagine how much easier that, or, yeah, easier that would be to deal with. That would be so much better. That shopping was awesome. I think you should continue to use real-life analogies in your videos. Yeah, I think I like doing that. Like, I like including, you know, real-life skits and stuff in my videos. Like, I didn't do that as much for my Yoshi's New Island retrospective video, but I did do some. Like, the finding the hidden remote, or finding the lost TV remote. That was one of my favorite things that I've done on the channel as well. Ah, there it is. Of course. Why didn't I think to check behind the refrigerator? Still love that. One of my favorites. It might be a recency bias for me, but I also worked pretty hard on putting that together. Had to get all those different camera angles and... yeah. It's fun to do stuff like that. Ah, I should have known it was behind the refrigerator. Exactly. Now, this struggle is real. Everyone knows that struggle. Yeah, you thought, didn't you? What is situational power up? I don't like it. I think it was peak. Lol, says Drip Nova. The other one that the other one from that. Oh, sold out? What do you mean sold out? What am I supposed to do with this then? The other one in that video was the when I was like making fun of the art style in Yoshi's New Island, like the levels that look like they're just painted on outlines that water drip down them, and like, you know, they just forgot to paint in or didn't care enough to paint in. Like, people were trying to tell me that it was reminiscent of some, you know, Japanese canvas kind of paint work. I just don't see it. It just looked like painted outlines. So wait, I'm sold out. What am I supposed to do? Do I have to kill myself again? Slip and slide. Slip and slide. Ah, of course. Why didn't I think of checking inside an active volcano inside the lava for finding the TV remote? I especially loved like the little cut to my or like when I was looking for the TV remote, all the camera angles that like cut in of me looking in different places. My favorite one was probably the whole like looking under the couch. That was definitely my favorite one. That's why I only have 3 cans of soda. Give me the meat. Avalon, ask me anything! Avalon. This may be a personal question, but do you get along with your family? IRL moments. Yep. Yep. I like that your IRL moments aren't overblown. They're punchy moments that give the video some extra personality. Yeah, like, they're there to, like, highlight the video. They're not there to, like, overtake it. Avalon, what's the best way to protect your internet browser history? Why, the sponsor of this video, of course, Surfshark. I would never get a sponsorship. Oh no! Oh no! I left the area before I got all the parts. I gotta exit the stage. Yeah, for the most part. For the most part. Is that like your typical family thing where it's like, yeah, you know, sometimes we don't see eye to eye, but for the most part, we're good? Or is it like, does it go deeper than that? I think Nintendo learned their lesson and not release a spin-off of a franchise before a long-awaited main game. Metroid, Pikmin, and home console Animal Crossing. Makes sense. Before continuing with this funeral is sponsored by NordVPN. Hi, Jeff. Hey, Adam. How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to part 8 of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. How are you? Doink. Hey. It's my least favorite power-up. It's not like it's bad, but it's very situational. Looks kind of cool, though. I will say that. Definitely not good for boss fights, though. Definitely not good for boss fights. Good, how's Sky doing? She is getting very close, man. Due date is July 4th for child number 3. And she's getting very uncomfortable. But she's holding up, I think. She's a champ, she's been through this before. Whoa, jump screen, jump. Error 404. Whoa, Jeff stream jump scare. Welcome to the stream, J-Dog. That's great and all, but have you ever heard of Raid Shadow Legends? Sponsor of this video? By the way, am I the only one who thinks it's kind of cringe when a YouTube video is sponsored by a specific video game? Like, products I understand. well, like, actual useful products, I guess. Video games? Why would you be sponsored by a video game? I don't think I would ever want to take a sponsorship from a video game. Probably not. I mean, if the money got offered, I'd probably have a hard time turning it down, in all honesty. Not that I'll ever have to worry about that. Wait, you're having another child? You have 3 children? 3rd child? Yes. I feel like this hasn't been a secret, guys. We're having baby number 3. Due date July 4th. I know I've mentioned it on stream before, but maybe you guys just weren't here for it. That's entirely possible. Meow! Avalon, I left home without telling anyone, and I still feel pretty rough about it, even after making amends. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Avalon. That does sound rough. Doink! The serious, like, oh man, I'm sorry that you ran away from home. Doink! 4th of Julie? 4th of Julie? No joke, this whole time I thought you were a father of 1. No. No, I have 2 children and 1 on the way. My son JJ, my daughter Shaden, and soon my next son, Nathaniel. What's up, Neil? Welcome to the stream. It's the 4th of Julie. Goodbye, 2025. Hello, 2026. If it's a girl, call her Julie on the 4th of July. That would have been a great idea. Though Sky seems to like going for the more unique names. I don't think that she would go for the name Julie. Nathaniel Bandy? Yeah, maybe. Maybe he'll be the next Nathaniel Bandy. Julius, there you go. Hey, that's a name that you don't hear very often. It is a name that's mentioned in the Bible, I believe. There is still time. I'll float that idea by Sky for number 4 if we're having another boy. Mara, as in Croft. Oh, she would probably go for that. I think actually one of the names she was thinking about going with for the next girl is Samus. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like that one's a little too obvious. I don't know, like I could probably get down with that. So we're sold out of cans. Where's the other thing? Call her Same for short. Did you know the monkey from Yoshi's Island is driving a bus in Mario Kart 64? No, I didn't know that. Yoshi Daffy Duck. Wait, what? I don't know if I've said this, but I'm a double uncle, as I have 2 nieces. One for my sister and one for my brother, says J-Dog. That's awesome. Olimar, if it a boy. There you go. Very obvious video game character names. Okay, there it is. Looks like you've collected all the pieces of Leon's soul in this area. Yes. I cannot move on. I cannot move on until I've collected all the Leon souls. That's kind of part of the mission here. Hey, what happens if you get to the end and you haven't collected all the soul pieces? Do you just fight like a phantom version of him for a boss fight, and then it's like, oh, well, if you want to save him, then you gotta get his soul? I thought it was Diddy Kong driving the Mario Kart 64 bus. Yeah, I don't remember, like, being able to see any of the drivers of the buses. I'll have to keep an eye out next time I play Mario Kart 64. Oh. Here I am talking about how this is my least favorite power-up, but the moment that I have a good reason to give it away, I don't. Hey. Had a feeling. Doink. Doink. Woohoo! I got the thing. Yoshi's definitely not an option. It only makes sense if you're Japanese, since it's a name there. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunate that that's not a that's not a name I can choose. We have thought about if we ever get a dog, naming him Poochie. I think that's the name that even Sky is sold on. Oh man, I am probably going to die here. Doink. Give me some food. No, I wanted some food. Instead, I only got the important collectible that I need to 100% complete the game. I would rather a nice steak. Doink. 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 It's like a silhouette. He's donking this joint, I sure am. I've made a sponsorship joke before. Around the end of the year, when nothing happened, my friend decided to play baseball in class using a paper ball and towel roll. So during the middle of the game, I yelled, "Wow, what a block!" You know what else blocks? NordVPN! I'm curious what kind of reaction you got for that one. Ah! Just wanted to say hi. Hi, Chris. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. I hope you're having a fantastic morning. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day. YouTube sponsors Board Voice. This video is sponsored by Clash Clan 3D. The game is hyper fun only if you P2W the game. It'll totally play the game forever and use the code "The Game Sucks" for a free epic unit. Kirby dies of death! They just told me to shut up. Alright, yeah, that's a reasonable response. That's fair. I appreciate the joke, though. Now, Jeff, ask me another anything. I gotta come up with something. Hey, ow. Get out of here. Get out of here. Huh, what can I ask Avalon that I haven't asked him before? Avalon, what's your favorite snack? Oh no! I didn't get all the things again! I didn't realize that that was gonna be the entry to the next part of the level. Ah! Let's try again. I think I heard somewhere someone named their kid Burger King. Poor kid. If that's real, imagine saying, "Hello, Burger King, want to go to the park outside?" Or go to the play place? Yeah. Yeah, that's annoying. I'm very unhappy. I'm very unhappy that I have to play through the level again. Or the first two parts of the level. At least it's like early enough in the level that it's not that huge of a waste of time. Now, who am I kidding? These levels are pretty long. These sections probably take me a good 10 minutes to beat the first time around. Not as long the second time around, because I kind of know where everything is at this point. Opinion on fast food in general versus homemade food? If you can homemade your food versus fast food, that's absolutely the best way to go 100% of the time. But I don't know, there's just something about fast food every once in a while that's like satisfying, you know? Like, we're in the habit right now of going and getting fast food with the whole family once a week before our grocery shopping trip for the week. Usually it's McDonald's, because my kids, well, they're kids. They love McDonald's chicken nuggets. I mean, who doesn't? McDonald's chicken nuggets are pretty fantastic, IMO. But in general, like, fast food isn't healthy for you. It's not even worth the price of admission at this point. Like, it's overly priced for what it is, by a long shot. If you can make your food at home, not only will it be more nutritious, not only will you get to make it exactly the way you want, not only will you be able to dictate the portion sizes, but it can be fun too. I love cooking. So yeah, definitely a homemade sort of advocate, a homemade food advocate. Like, I got home from karate class this evening, and I'm like, I'm hungry. What do we got in the house? Well, I got bacon, I got Parmesan cheese, I got eggs, I've got pepper, and unfortunately the only noodles I had were fettuccine noodles, but hey, that's not that bad. Let's make some fettuccine carbonara. So that's what I did. I made fettuccine carbonara this evening. And I did that homemade. It was delicious. Made exactly the way I like. I know exactly what's in the food. And it really didn't cost that much to make. Really, like, making food homemade, the biggest cost, I guess, like, depending on the food, like, depending on the food, the ingredients will obviously be the biggest cost. But, like, aside from that, your biggest cost is the time that you spend making the food and the equipment you need to make the food with. Usually a stove or, well, yeah, a stove most of the time for me. So, I don't know, like, from a pure monetary standpoint, I think it just makes more sense. And not to mention, I just feel good after eating a homemade meal. Like, the pride of having made the meal, it's delicious, somewhat nutritious in some cases. Certainly a lot healthier than fast food, I'll say that. Like, I feel disgusting after eating McDonald's or Burger King or whatever. It's like, in the moment, it's enjoyable. But it's like my coworker says, a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. So, yeah, there you go. If I haven't gotten my point across yet, fast food is way inferior to homemade food. I guess that does have the prerequisite of you have to be good at cooking, though. So, there's that. Parmesan! I just had a huge pizza pie, says Blue's Cat. Very nice. Pizza is one of those things that I could eat every day for the rest of my life. Grilling burgers is always so rewarding. You understand that as much as me, Jeff. I sure do. I'm gonna be grilling out some burgers this weekend for the Father's Day get-together for my family. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna grill some burgers. I'm gonna eat some burgers. Can't wait to eat some burgers. I remember, you know what? I gotta scroll back up. There are some things at home that are less practical to make, like deep fried food. Sure, I've definitely made deep fried food before. Like, my chicken parm is fantastic, and I love making French toast sticks. I've made donuts before, but you're right. In general, like, it is more practical to get deep fried stuff out. It is somewhat difficult and messy and stinky to make at home. Forgot to mention this, Jeff, but I've never had In-N-Out nor Del Taco. However, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to Cali on Wednesday. There you go. I've never had In-N-Out either. But I have had Five Guys. And in my local Five Guys, or one of the Five Guys I go to, there's like a Marvel comic of like the Avengers, or like a couple of the members of the Avengers, and Spider-Man is there, and for some reason he's talking about Five Guys Burgers and Fries, and he goes, Five Guys Burgers and Fries, the best burger joint in New York City. And then Hawkeye says to him, until they build an In-N-Out, and then Spider-Man says to him, Hawkeye, you shall not blaspheme in my burger church. Golden Guy says, I remember paying for a Big Mac and the burgers was very tiny. It feels like it should be renamed the Small Mac for $5 or $10, I think. Yeah, I think it's like $6 for the burger by itself, and like $9 for the meal or something. But I don't even like the Big Mac that much. I feel like it is hecka overrated. 100%. Fast food is like a guilty pleasure, says Chris. It really is, 100%. And it does taste good. it's satisfying in its own way, but boy, you do not feel very good either at the very end of it. Like, I remember there was this Jim Gaffigan skit. He often talks about food. But like, he was talking about McDonald's. He's like, I want to see a McDonald's ad that's like 10 minutes after you eat the food. Oh, now I need a cigarette. I need a cigarette break today. Full disclosure, I do not smoke. That's just part of the joke. Imagine naming your kid Sean, pronounced Scene. Oh, jeez. I once saw this really great analogy of animation studios with food. DreamWorks classic Disney is a proper restaurant meal. Illumination is the fastest food equivalent of animated films. They don't have much substance, but are enjoyable on the moment. Yeah, that's a good analogy. Hey Jeff, if I win the lottery, I won't tell anyone, but there will be hints. Insert me going to Five Guys. Meal. Burger sizes on McDonald's in 2025 are very, very tiny. Same thing with Burger King. But, you know, that right there, Golden Guy, is one of the reasons that I advocate for the McDonald's Quarter Pounder with cheese. It's a good sized burger, and it's delicious. At least as far as McDonald's burgers go. It's definitely their best one. It's like, I feel like the reason that it's so, you know, well, much better than their other offerings, I was gonna say so good, but so much better than their other offerings, is because that is the one burger that they are not allowed to make, like they're supposed to make it fresh. They are not allowed to make a flash frozen Quarter Pounder with cheese. At least that's what I heard. I don't know if that's actually true or not. But it would definitely explain some things. That's definitely McDonald's best burger, though. And if you haven't had it, I highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. Oh my gosh, that is a Jim Gaffigan reference. It is. I like Jim Gaffigan. Little Mac, I'm here because you said Big Mac. See you around. I'm going back to bed now. Good luck! Good luck, Little Mac. Good luck on your 1 minute of sleep that I know you still get, even though you're retired. It's not worth it for the money, for the size of the burger. This is Golden Guy. Yeah. I have often said that, you know, for the prices that Burger King, McDonald's, and Wendy's especially are charging for their burgers nowadays, you're almost better off going to a place like Applebee's or like, no, what's the one? Red Robin. Like, yeah, those are a little more expensive, but they're way better. And honestly, at this point, they're not even that much more expensive. Wait. Wait. Ask me one more anything. One more anything? I heard a kitty cat under our house. Or 2 kitty cats. It's a cat fight. Hey! Avalon, since we're on the topic of burgers, have you ever eaten a burger? And if you have, what is your favorite? Jeff, I think I heard somewhere that they delayed that live-action Zelda movie again. Yeah, that's what I heard too. But it's like they moved it from March 2027 to May 2027. Like, we're so far out from it, who really cares? And just like with the Zelda games, if they need to delay it to make a good one, you know, far be it from me to complain. I don't know, like, I'm not waiting on bated breath for the Zelda movie. I'm sure it'll be fun, but it's not something that I, like, desperately need, like, right now to be beamed into my eyeballs. I think I can wait for a little bit. Should I have used that power-up? Maybe. Alright. Alright, do I have to fight a boss here? Yes, I do. Wild Edge! Howies. Hey. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. I swear if Morshu isn't in it. Is that the shopkeeper from the, wow! From the CDI games? Hey. That was actually pretty satisfying. I almost don't want a gold sword from Zelda CDI. Figured. Oh my! Wait a minute, I didn't realize we were already starting. Give me the molasses. Wait. Wait, so I need to also keep an eye out for the collectibles? That's nuts. Avalon. I think I've eaten burgers a few times. They're all right. Can't say they're bad or anything. Burgers are one of my favorite meals. Or, favorite foods, I should say. I don't know what it is. They're just so satisfying. Especially when you get a good one. And I make some pretty darn good ones. Doink. I gotta read this comment. Ganon, you dare bring light to my lair? You must die. And then Golden Guy says, Jeff, what are your thoughts on people throwing popcorn and making chaos on the chicken jockey scene on Minecraft movie, and the employees that are likely underpaid so the room is presentable at least? I think they're a bunch of degenerates and should be fined. Or banned from the movie theater or something. Like, people should not be allowed to get away with that kind of behavior. That's just unacceptable. If you go to a movie theater and throw popcorn all over the place because someone said a thing in a movie, you're a degenerate. If you drop popcorn, that's another story. Like, obviously then it's an accident and you didn't mean to do it. But if it's for, like, the internet thing and, like, trying to make as much chaos as possible, yeah, you're a degenerate. He sounds raspier in the CDI game, but close enough. Yeah, I didn't even realize what the quote was until, like, near the end of that. You know, I once tried to play the CDI games on emulator for Zelda Month, for a live stream, but I couldn't get it to work. So I played Minish Cap instead, an actual good Zelda game. Hey. So everyone else is aware Jeff and I will geek out over burgers and steak. Absolutely. 100%. I love beefy foods. Chris asks, this is a weird question to ask. Do you believe the dead internet theory? I don't know if I know what the dead internet theory is. Please elaborate. I believe there's a fan remake nowadays. I know that there's like an indie game in the style of the Zelda CDI games. I don't know if it's actually a remake. I'm not very good at making burgers, says Aurora. I could use some more practice, but I'm pretty good at making them. Oh no. What the what? Why? There. I wish I kept the cutter ability, but that is neither here nor there. The two of us are beef connoisseurs, that's right. That's right! Man, now I want a nice steak. I was thinking about picking up some steak to grill out at the Father's Day get-together. However, steak is much more sensitive than burgers. Like, if you overcook a burger, it's like, whatever, I guess. Like, it could be better, but... Huh? But if you overcook a steak, it's like a sin against humanity. It's obviously not that dire, but close. Oh, I didn't even remember that Kirby could jump over this stuff. Wow, I didn't realize that. Or I didn't remember. Oh. No! Yes! Imagine if the Skibbity Toilet movie is real. I can't imagine how chaotic the functions of the movie. Announcer says TV woman. The whole room turns into a war zone. Oh, jeez. I hope that game isn't... I hope that movie is not real. I can't think of anything less deserving of a movie than Skibbity Toilet. I truly can't. Like... If Hollywood thinks that that's a good idea to make a movie about Skibbity Toilet, I swear. You know what, let's catch up on some comments here. The theory where the internet is full of bots and AI nowadays, such as in YouTube comments, etc. Oh, that's a good question. I'll try to get back to that soon. Oh yeah, Dead Days soon. That's right, Sunday! I think the problem is that we only ever have the frozen burger. Oh, no, I make mine from the fresh ground beef. Well, as fresh as it is from the grocery store, I don't know. Full disclosure, I enjoy sink water way more than I should. Nothing hits better than running to the bathroom at 3 in the morning and dunking myself under the faucet and gulping that crisp, icy water up. You know, there's nothing wrong with tap water, but mine has very, quite high iron and sulfur content, so, not drinking that stuff. Ganon, join me, Link, and I will make your face the greatest warrior Korodai, or else you will die. The Whoppers have no flavor. The default burgers at Burger King are better. Yeah, I don't know. I like the Whopper, but it's probably because of all the toppings. The lettuce, the tomato, the pickles that taste like battery acid. Ground beef is the only way to cook burgers, yes. Tap water in my country is the equivalent of eating expired food. Oh, that sucks, Golden Guy. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, at work they put out some, yay! They put out some cans of Diet Pepsi or whatever. They put out some cans of that on the island in the employee break room, which is where things go that like is free for the taking. And it said, "Feel free or help yourself, but it's expired." And I'm like, oh, well, how much is expired? It can't be that bad. Now look at the expiration date. July of last year. I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking a chance. It's Diet Pepsi. Who cares about Diet Pepsi? Avalon, Jeff, could you be kind and give me an Ask Anything? Maybe in a few minutes. Whoa. You should try the CDI game someday. I bet you'd have a lot of fun. I bet you're right. I probably would have a lot of fun. Oh wait, are they faster? He seems faster to me. Oh yeah, he's still coming after me, dude. But I'm just out of reach. That's silly. What a ridiculous power-up, dude. Yeah, if I can ever get the CDI emulator to work, absolutely. I was being sarcastic with the fun part. Well, I mean, I figured you meant like you guys would have a lot of fun. Is this gonna hurt? Nope. No shot. This is... Part of me wants to say I hate this power just because of how overpowered that shield is. Like, as long as it's not a fire attack, I'm invincible. And like, freezing the enemy solid and doing that much damage is insane. You'd better believe I'd join every Link CDI game stream. That's gonna be the day, man. For sure. I don't know when or if that's ever gonna happen. I'd like to at some point. But I don't know. Like, again, the CDI emulator gave me a lot of trouble. Oh yeah, this is it. It's over. It's over, DDD. So what do you think about the theory? Oh yeah, that's right. I think it's plausible, especially with all the AI generated YouTube shorts and stuff like that nowadays. Ugh. I think it's plausible, but I think it would be difficult to prove something like that. So I guess I don't really have very in-depth thoughts on that theory, but I think it's plausible, but it's equally unlikely, I guess. There are PC ports for the two Zelda CDI games. Really? Oh, that sounds like it'd be so much easier to do. Question, what y'all prefer? Putting the milk in before the cereal, put the milk in after the cereal, or just eat the cereal with no milk? Cereal and then milk. Yeah, I'll post the link for you on Discord. Yeah, put it under game recommendations. That, honestly, if I'm ready to stream something that's not an indie game by the time November for Zelda month rolls around, that could be a very potential idea for a stream. If I'm still like in the indie mood, maybe I'll I don't know, maybe I'll play that indie game that's based off the CDI games. Also, YouTube is flooded with Italian brain rot content. That too. There's a lot of brain rot content on YouTube. Cereal, no milk. There you go. Random question, but when you are sleeping, feeling yourself mentally out of bed, but wake up immediately and see it did not happen. Also, hi, I am back. Welcome back, CC. I don't know if that's really much of a question, unless you're asking, like, do I ever have those experiences? And yeah, like, if I'm dreaming and I'm, like, doing something in the dream, I feel like it's so real, and then, like, I'm dreaming that I'm downstairs cooking or something, and, like, I'm making breakfast, or, like, I've had the kind of dream where, like, I'm getting ready for work, and I'm about ready to leave, and then I wake up and I'm still in bed. That's an experience. Call me psycho, but I prefer way more eating the cereal with no milk. The milk ruins the cereal for me. This is Golden Guy. I feel like the milk is a central part of the cereal eating experience. But, you know, breakfast cereal with no milk is absolutely an acceptable snack for sure. I will not berate you for eating your cereal that way. Excuse my typing. Typing fast is a problem for me, says CC. Well, that's okay. Did I pretty much get the idea of that comment though? Brain rot must be eradicated, no matter the cost. Yeah, for sure. I'm getting tired of all the AI generated slop in the YouTube shorts. And sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. Like, I'm starting to get better at spotting some of the stuff, like the obvious things like Joe Rogan, like saying, dude, did you see that video? Jamie, pull up the clip, and then it's just some completely unrelated video. And then that video just happens to be AI generated. Like, I saw one today of, well, again, it was Joe Rogan doing like, dude, have you seen that video? It's crazy, oh my goodness. And then it's like Reagan talking about an experience he had with, like, meeting a little girl and her family and being like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then she says, President of the United States. And he says, oh, well, that's a worthy endeavor. What do you think you would do as your first presidential thing? And then she says something like, if I were president of the United States, the first thing I'd do is to give every homeless person food and homes. And then he goes, wow, that's a great idea, but you can start doing stuff like that right now. Why don't you come over to my house, mow my lawn and do the yard work, and I'll give you $50, and then you can go and give the homeless person that $50 so he can save up for food and a house. And then she says, well, why don't you just have the homeless guy come and do the work, and then you pay him $50? And then he goes, welcome to the Republican Party. I might be mistelling that whole thing, but like, it seemed convincing, and then I looked closer, and then the mouth movement wasn't quite right. And then all, like, the comments confirmed my suspicion this is AI. It's AI Reagan. But the problem was it was actually pretty darn convincing. But I'm getting tired of seeing that kind of stuff on YouTube. Like, oh, AI is just running rampant. And I don't like. Oh no. No, you're gonna make me fight as this? I'm not gonna lie though, that was actually pretty solid. Okay, well, it's still my least favorite power-up to fight a boss with. I mean, that move is kind of powerful. It's funny to see the fusion of Crocodile with a jet, though. Oh yeah, you remember that game No Straight Roads I showed you a while ago that I was excited about? Well, today they announced a sequel! Congratulations, I'm sure you're excited. I don't remember the game, I'm sorry. Wait, did you ask me a question yet? I was too busy being awesome to pay attention. That's okay, I was too busy fighting bosses in Kirby to remember to ask you a question. Avalon, do you have a favorite scent of candle? I don't know. What you want from me. See, I'm not even that good at, like, dodging the enemy's attacks with this thing. Alright, give me something better than drill. My Wi-Fi is starting to die and I'm tired, so I think I may be heading out. Good night, Jeff! Thank you for tuning in, Plush. I appreciate you. I hope you have a pleasant sleep and a pleasant week. Take care, Plush. Yeah, I meant for me. I feel myself about to fall from my bed, but then wake up in a cold sweat. But what you said is close to that. Okay, well. Yeah, I don't usually have, like, dreams of falling out of bed. Or, like, feel myself falling out of bed in my sleep. Because, like, our bed has to be up against the wall. And I sleep on the wall side of the bed because Sky needs to get up to go to the bathroom every once in a while, and I don't. So I sleep right up next to the wall. And so no, I never have the problem of nearly falling out of bed. I hope you find all the soul pieces with minimal slip and slide. Me too. That would be preferred. At least this part is pretty well open though. Wow, that was exciting. Videos and YouTube Shorts. Type in the comment section if you know what this Italian brain rot is. YouTube comments. Tongue sahur. What? You sleep in the same bed? What is this, the future? It's like we're married or something. Apparently Bowser is one of the S-tier characters in Mario Kart World. Is he now? It's the music-based one with Orange Girl and Green Dude with the blue hair who are an indie rock duo. That kind of sounds familiar. I think I do remember you showing me that, but it's only like a vague memory. I don't remember it very well. Doink. Spit out that container top. Oh boy. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That looks like it will be tricky. I don't want to do that. Okay. Owies. Oh, well, that wasn't so bad. Okay, well, there's definitely more to find. Don't hit the warp star yet, Curb. Okay, I managed to find it and link it. Thank you, Aurora. Thank you. The 2 Zelda games, but it doesn't have the Link one? I feel like that's the one I would want to play first. Is there not a PC version or a PC port of the first one? Or is that one of those that I'm definitely just gonna have to emulate? Anyways, Aurora already shared the Zelda CDI. No, it doesn't have Zelda's Adventure. Dang. Forgot what I heard, just beating a Kirby game is very easy, but 100%ing them is a different story. Oh, from what I heard, just beating a Kirby game is very easy, but 100% them is a different story. Oh, the top-down one. Oh, okay, I don't really care about the top-down one, to be honest. So it has the first one and the second one. Sounds like. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like it. That sounds good. Let's plan on playing that at some point in the future. I don't know when yet, but at some point. Yeah, no, I agree, Golden Guy. The Kirby games and the Yoshi games, like a lot of the Nintendo games are that way. Very easy to play and even beat. And then, difficult to 100% complete. I think that's like Nintendo's forte. How did I miss these? I think that's like Nintendo's forte. Is making games that are accessible for everyone, but if you want a good challenge, then 100% completing them is that challenge. Also, I highly recommend RZ The Jewel of Faramore, an indie game made by the developer and other people in the gaming community, which is in the same spirit of Zelda CDI, but made to be good. I do remember seeing that, and I was actually talking about that a little bit ago. So, like, if I'm still playing indie games by the time November rolls around, which very likely I will be, that's a reasonable candidate for Zelda month. And it actually did look fun. And I'd imagine it'd be easier to, like, access that because you'd just buy it on Steam, right? I assume it's on Steam. It has both games in different versions, including the PC version. You can even play it on Android. Oh, very cool. Yes, it's a Steam game. Very good. Then that's definitely a candidate for an indie game for Zelda month. I think that can be fun. The other one I want to play for Zelda month, the indie game I've been thinking about the most for Zelda month, is Blossom Tales. Tale of the Sleeping King, or Legend of the Sleeping King. That is very much a Legend of Zelda Link to the Past style indie game, and it looks... Well, it's not that it looks good. Like, I've played some of it, and it's quite good, but for some reason I never finished it. So that's definitely a candidate, because I do want to finish that game. And it does have a sequel. Like, the Minotaur Prince, I think is what it's called. I suggest Tunic, says Chris. That's another good one. The isometric Fox game. Definitely something I would like to play at some point. I think I have it on one of my wish lists. Whether it's Steam or if it's my Switch, which if I have it on my Switch, I should take it off of that wish list immediately, because that seems like the least optimal way to play that game. Meanwhile, I have a 3070, and that's not like the most up-to-date graphics card or anything, but it's way better than it's way better than the Switch in terms of graphic prowess. Jeff, if you realize the next Yoshi game, including box art, was generated 100% by AI, would you still play it or actually draw a line and not play it? No, I would not play an AI-generated Yoshi game. Partially because I have no reason to believe that it would be any sort of good at all. But also because I don't want to support stuff that is wholly made by AI. No way. No shot. That is definitely a line I would draw. No AI Yoshi game for this Yoshi Fanatic. Oh yeah, RZ. I still love that Vinny Vinesauce made it into the game as the green fancy high society frog. Says J-Dog McFly. Yeah, honestly, I'd like to try that one. In the spirit of the Zelda CDI games, that could be fun. Gee, everyone around me is getting a Switch too, and I'm like the only one who hasn't bought it, says Vincent. Welcome to the stream, Vincent. Yeah, it kind of feels that way, doesn't it? Like, I mean, the fact that the thing sold 3.5 million units in its first 4 days. Yeah, it seems like everyone's buying the darn thing. And I'm one of those suckers that hasn't. And won't. Not for the foreseeable future, anyway. Yeah, I beat it like 4 times in 2 days. It was really good. That's awesome. Me, you guys have a Switch? Yeah, I'm sticking with my Switch 1 for a while. I have a feeling that, well, I was going to say that Nintendo will be supporting the Switch 1 for a while. And that might be true, but there will definitely be some exclusive Switch 2 games. Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart World being the first of many. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything out here. I don't think I am. I don't plan on buying it. Screw the Switch 2, says Vincent. I'm gonna have to at some point. When the next Yoshi game comes out, it's either that or like, you know, rent the console from somewhere and then like stream Yoshi with a new Yoshi game for 24 hours on stream or whatever, or however long it takes. That's an option, I guess. But yeah, like I'm thinking I will likely buy a Switch 2 when the next Yoshi game comes out. Because I'm going to want to play the game. I'm going to want to cover the game. And as much as I don't want to sacrifice my morals, unfortunately, I think I am going to have to cave at that point. Jeff, since when did you consider yourself a Yoshi Fanatic? The first time I set up this alias of Jeff the Yoshi Fanatic was in 2015 when I first set up my personal YouTube channel. I didn't start making content on it until I started streaming on it in 2019, but I didn't put up like an actual Yoshi Fanatic video until 2020. But yeah, like this channel has been a thing. It's been my YouTube account since 2015. Wow. But like I've always loved Yoshi. Like from the first time I saw him in Super Mario World when I was like, I don't know, 4 or 5, when I first saw the game in motion. Hello? How? Yeah, like I've always loved Yoshi from the moment that I first saw him in a video game. Oh. My main username is Azrael Strife 47, says Vincent. Fair enough. What's in here? What the? What did that do for me? Anything? Wait a minute. Hang on. I think I'll get a Switch 2 for my birthday, says Jacob. One of the best parts about Yoshi is the what sticker in Superstar. Ah! Jeff, don't forget to drink water. Good idea, Plush. Good idea. Welcome back. If a Pikachu platformer was an extremely well-polished 9 out of 10 game, will it overshadow mainline Pokemon? No. I don't think so. Because Pokemon, as it is like a over 10 million units console-selling video game. And it's been that way since the Game Boy. Well, I mean, it's not been that big since the Game Boy, but, you know, Pokemon is very well known for its standard, you know, turn-based battle mechanics, you know, like... Oh, no. Oh. Okay. Yeah, there's no way that a platformer based on Pokemon would sell more and overshadow the standard RPGs. There's no way. I haven't been drinking enough water, says Blue's Cat. Drink water, friend! Good for you. Why do so many people think that Pokemon is not an RPG? It totally is one. Are there people that don't think it's an RPG? Is there anything else down here? I think it got big around Gen 3 and 4. Gotcha. In my experience, yes, says Aurora. That's crazy. Yeah, no, Pokemon's definitely an RPG with turn-based battles and leveling up your characters and improving stats and whatnot. Yeah, it's an RPG. And if there are people that don't think it is, they're silly. Freak cats. I heard like a cat screaming under my house, and I'm like, ugh. Tigress is probably fighting off another cat. Okay, so there's a hidden thing here, I guess. Oh no, it's not hidden. That's the way to. That's the. Yeah. I also just remembered that I'm a sticker in your Discord. This is Jacob. That you are, friend. That you are. I think that's silly. I see it every once in a while. I'm like, I should use that sometimes. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Cutter. You didn't deserve that. I'm just having so much fun with the tornado ability. And yeah, I got the Leon Soul. If you think Pokemon isn't an RPG, what kind of game have we all been playing this all this time? Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know what else it is. What else it could possibly be? It's not a Zelda action adventure type game. It's not a platformer. That's for sure. It's not a puzzle game. Not a Metroidvania. Like, what else could it possibly be if not an RPG? It wasn't meant to rhyme, but I guess it worked. Boy, the tornado is so much fun. It's not great for like boss fights and whatnot, but boy, is it fun to just use to blast through the level. Horror game? Yeah, no shot about that. Nope. At some point, could you remove the background of it? It's okay if you can't. Yeah, maybe at some point, yeah. I forget who added it. If it was me or if it was one of the two moderators, Solar Flare or Plush. Hey! I appreciate your affinity for such a kind fictional character. Ever since I was young, even in the modern day, my favorite Disney character has always been Mickey Mouse. Haha! Not Angry Donald or Crazy Goofy, Mickey of all of them. I just think it's, I think I just connected with his down-to-earth, straight man personality. You usually see people praising Donald or Goofy, but I've always been a vanilla standard Mickey guy, says J-Dog. I feel like I'm similar in a lot of ways. Right. Like in Mario, in Mario 3D World, I always play as Mario. Like that kind of thing. I think I'm just one of those guys that likes the basic main guy in games or cartoons or whatever. My favorite Ninja Turtle is Leonardo. Probably the least funny and like most straightforward leadership kind of guy of the series. And like I was one of the people who extremely detested it when they took Leonardo in a different direction with Rise of the TMNT. I hated it. Every Ninja Turtle became the party dude except for Raphael. And that was obnoxious. Ah! Wow. Can I fly back up or am I too far gone here? I made it! How did I do that? Have you heard MatPat is running for president in 2028? Is he really? I heard that he did something political recently, but I don't think that it was for running for president. How does it feel to work in a job? I'm not gonna lie, it's not very fun. I'm very much one of the kinds of guys that sees a job as a means to an end, and that end is supporting my family and paying the bills. Like, you have people telling you that, well, I've had people tell me, I've heard it as like the going wisdom that if you love the job that you get, you shouldn't have to work a day in your life, and I think that's bull honky. Like, a job is a job, and it's going to have a slog at some point. I don't think that jobs are supposed to be these, you know, I don't know. I don't think that it's supposed to be like a passion project or any of that kind of stuff. Like, it can be, and kudos to you if that's what your job is for you. But for me, it really is just a means to an end. Like, I enjoy what I do, but I don't love going to work all the time. It is not the most enjoyable experience, but it's also not like I hate my job. I guess that's just it. Like, I'm pretty basic about how I feel about my job. Like, it's a job, and I would rather be home. But you know what? I don't hate it, and it pays the bills. Consistently doing my job is what allows me to pay the bills and live. So, can't be all bad. You gotta admit though, Goofy has the greatest scream of all time. Oh jeez. Nothing wrong with loving the main guy or the straight main character. Says J to the P Moreno. Okay, thank you. I never watched Rise of the TMNT. I watched a ton of the 80s cartoons and the 2011 cartoons, says Vincent. My main thing was the 2003 series. That's still my favorite to this day. And I feel like it gets criminally little attention. Alright, criminally little is like, you know, over-exaggerating, obviously, but I do wish that the 2003 series got more attention than it does. Also, I gotta go. See you next time, says Jacob. See you next time, Jacob. Thank you very much for tuning in. It was a pleasure to see your friend. Howie's. Oh no! I am dying. Ah! I gotta stop doing that. Have a good night, Jeff, says Adam. Adam, thank you very much for tuning in. It's always a pleasure to have you in the chat, friend. Hope to see you again soon sometime. Oh, meat! Ah, no! I gotta stop stepping on spikes. It's generally not good for my health. How do I put that out? I've got fire. Can I put it out with more fire? Also, I'll get back to the comments in just a second. Oh, there we go. That makes sense. Boink. Yeah, okay, now I'll get back to the comments. Even be a YouTuber? Says Chris. Oh, sorry. Have you heard? Oh, no. I didn't miss any comments. Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like having YouTube as a full-time job is a silly idea. Because I don't... Oh, what happens after you have your 5 minutes of fame, or, you know, even a long sort of job prospect for YouTube? Like, YouTube has been around for about 20 years now, almost 20 years. But, like, can you really make a career out of that? I also feel like it's just so volatile and borderline unpredictable in terms of how you can succeed and what methods you're going to need to use to succeed. At some point, you'll need to stoop to the level of algorithm chasing just to stay relevant. Like, I don't know. I just don't see it as a wise prospect for a long-term job. Or a long-term career, I should say. People say life isn't a game. Life is a game. You just need to pay to win. You could say the same thing for a career in sports. Yeah, that's true. I will say a career in sports, though, you're much more... Well, I don't know if you're much more likely to hit it big. But I think the chances are higher. Meanwhile, what's the percentage of YouTubers that don't make it? I don't know. But yeah, good point. Like a career in sports could definitely be short-lived just because, well, you need to be in good, healthy shape and not be injured in order to stay relevant. Well, that was a good use of my shot. Really? Says Adam. I mean, I don't know, like, I feel like a huge percentage of people who try to make it big on YouTube just don't. And I know that the same definitely applies to sports. But, I don't know. Is it a higher percentage of YouTubers who don't make it, or is it a higher percentage of sports people who don't make it? I don't really know. At the very least, I feel like it is comparable. Here, I gotta get back to the comments in a minute here, but I do need to focus on this guy. Yeah, these guys definitely have more health than the rest of the game. What is this? Jeepers. I definitely picked the right Kirby ability for this one, though. Owies. I guess I didn't lose my ability that time. The difference is that a sports scholarship will still get you a college degree. Oh, good point. So at least some version of success is more likely, I feel like, with sports. I don't know. I will definitely have to catch up on some comments here, but let's grab this. Did I get everything? Did I do it? Did I do it good? Yes, I did. Let's go. Woo! Okay. I guess I have a lot of comments to catch up on. If he stopped being the face of game theory to spend more time with his family, I don't think being president is consistent with that goal. Says Aurora. Yeah, I feel like he's not running for president. I feel like he's trying to get some legislation passed in, well, I don't know, the broader politics. I don't know exactly what it is, but I think what it is he's trying to be an advocate for some... Whoa, I am really close. Oh, I think I could do this. He's trying to get some legislation passed to make the overarching body politic more aware of, like, internet content creators and the influencers online. I don't know much more about the specifics past that. I'm in talks with my parents about going into animation college in a few years, says J-Dog. It's not a bad goal. I thought you said that you wanted to go for business or something, though. My favorite turtle anything are the 90s films, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. The first one in particular was pretty darn good. If you could change Yoshi's Woolly World style, like when they first showcased it, aka reveal it looked like Kirby's Epic Yarn, or keep the game as it is. I think I would definitely keep the game as it is. As it is, I feel like it already struggles to distinguish itself from Kirby's Epic Yarn. Like, people still poke fun at it for being so similar to Kirby's Epic Yarn. If it stuck with the Kirby's Epic Yarn art style, that would yeah, that would only make the situation worse. In my opinion, it's about all your effort when making a video. It's about your quality to make. It's all about your quality to make you hit it big. There's also a good chunk of luck associated with content creation and making it big. I mean, like, yeah, you can follow strategies, you can make the best videos you possibly can, but at the end of the day, if the algorithm doesn't pick it up, you know. I don't want YouTube as a career. I don't think I could handle fame if I did make it, says Vincent. I do worry about that, but I feel like that's not something I really have to worry about. Not at the scale that I'm at right now. Yeah, Silly Dillo kind of looks like Goofy, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. I guess so, yeah. Fecto Forgo is a psychic beast, somehow creating this world full of his memories, which is a cool excuse for reusing bosses. That is cool. That is cool. If I want to go forward with content on YouTube, I'd much rather be a peanut butter gamer, Scott the Woz or Cat Icarus type of YouTuber. Known but not big enough so I can still make what I want. As long as you could still make a living on there, no problem. 3 of them are already big YouTubers and make a lot of money. Cat Icarus was even on TED Talk. That's so cool. I didn't see that, but I did see him post about it. Business and animation. I do think it's wise to go for something that is more likely to be a career for you. And, like, pursue animation as, like, you know, maybe not your hobby, but like your part-time gig. And if you make it big there, then, well, hot dog. That's awesome. Even worse is when a streamer just watches your content on stream. I guess my point was that in any segment of the entertainment industry, sports, YouTube, movies, etc., there are a few hyper-successful outliers, but underneath there are plenty of regular jobs. Yeah, I guess the point I was trying to make is that, YouTubers, like, only, what, like, 0.001% of them make enough money to, like, sustain themselves. The rest of them are, like, hobbyists or, you know, people that make a little money but not enough to live off of, enough to make their, like, career or job. I guess that's the point I was trying to make. Is Kirby's Epic Yarn really that epic? No, but it's fun. I like it. Jobs in the support infrastructure. Yay, Spaceballs 2 in 2027. Best thing humanity has ever given us with the original actors, says Vincent. Okay. I haven't seen the first Spaceballs. Even Nintendo acknowledged who Scott is and gave not 1, not 2, but 3 Nintendo Switch 2s for free. Yeah, that's crazy. Scott's done really well for himself, I'd say. Well, guys, what do you say? Do we continue here, or is it getting late enough to the point where we go back to Waddle Dee Village or Waddle Dee Town and gamble for the next 15 minutes? I feel like we should probably go back there anyway, because I have enough stuff to, like, upgrade an ability. And I'm thinking I want to upgrade the sword. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna post a poll. What to do with the rest of the stream? Sure, yeah, we'll go with that. Finish levels. Gamble. There you go. You guys decide my fate on this one. Think of those actors/actresses that work as waitresses. It is literally a trope. A good point. Yeah, very good point. I guess that's what I would equate to, like, the YouTuber who doesn't make it as a full-time gig. Elmo was originally just a comedic relief character. Big Bird was the star and the kind of straight man of the Muppet characters in Street. Interesting. That is interesting. Keep the gambling spirit. Let's see. I know I can upgrade this. It costs 5 of these. Let's do it. Masked hammer. Why not both? Says JP. That's a good point. Why not both? I mean, like, if the majority wants me to finish the levels, I will extend the stream a little bit longer. Whoa. And then do the levels and then we'll gamble. They are just less visible because how many people watch art films or small off-Broadway theater? Yeah, valid point. I barely watch blockbuster movies. This evolution just opened a new Treasure Road portal in Redgar Forbidden Lands. Go try it out. Whoa. What? Jeez, what? That can't just be like a full health thing. Self-proclaimed king's hard-hitting hammers are now yours. Let the power of the mask take over to unleash devastating attacks with a fiery flourish. That's wild. No pun intended. Now you too can wear the mask that made DDD feral. Wow! And just the base power too seems pretty good. Just the basic attacks. That is nuts. I like this. I know that Kermit the Frog was in Sesame Street, but he is more like a character from the Muppet Show than Sesame Street. Think of all the think of the rapids and all the players trying to get picked up by the big leagues. Yeah, valid point. I guess just entertainment in general is a difficult industry to make it in. Whereas, like, you know, getting something in business or engineering or like any of those like typical jobs, like, yeah, you're not like likely to hit it big or anything like that, but at least it's a stable income and a reliable source of employment. Do you think Mr. Sandbag feels pain? I feel like in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, his trophy says that he doesn't feel pain and he's just happy to help the fighters practice their moves. I feel like that's a thing. Guys, we are at 50% for finishing the levels and gambling. So now, I suppose that we have to do the why not both option. Oh, I need 2 rare stones to power that up. Explore each portal to Treasure Road to find more rare stones. I guess the last one must be in that last level, huh? You know what, let's go ahead and gamble for a few minutes. I should probably check my collection first. So I gotta get 9 of those, 3 of those, 12 of those. Yeah, we're doing this one. I mean, this one costs the most. But, yeah, I mean, we have the best chance at getting stuff. Yay. I'm so happy to see the, ancient one, innocent of the what? I don't know what that comment is. In a 3D Smash Bros, would you start with Mario to get used to the controls? I probably would, yeah. Whoa! Strong-armed illusion phantom Goromando. This illusory beast was created with powerful psychic energy in a realm of dreams. It's not the real Goromando, just a phantom made of negative thoughts, but it's still incredibly strong. Since it's based on memories of the real Goromando, it can't resist a fruity snack. Sure, boy, I hope there aren't scrappers in the... scrapers in the Forgotten Land? Yeah. Sure. I'm pretty sure that the cinema of the Forgotten Land, even though the movies last 2 or less minutes, they still pay like $5 per ticket. Dude, I'm getting a lot of repeats here. There we go. Once we get down to 10,000 coins, I guess I'll switch over to one of the other machines. Like reselling stuff more expensive. Oh, yeah. Scalpers are just annoying in general. Man, I am not getting a lot of new ones here. It's like I have a, what, like a 75% chance of getting new ones here? And yet I keep getting repeats. Hang on. I was watching something in this vein where they were discussing metrics of success. In the entertainment industry, the hyper-successful people are shoved in everyone's faces. Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely valid. And that goes for any entertainment industry. The YouTube, movies, sports. Like, the only names you know are the big ones that are shoved in your face all the time. I mean, there's a reason that they're big names, but yeah, like, that's where all the money is, and that's, yeah. Yeah, that kind of thing. Maybe you're gonna hit it big, says Golden Guy. I don't know, Golden Guy. I've been at this whole YouTube game for over 10 years now. If I was gonna hit it big, I feel like I would have by now. That said, I'm going to continue making videos, and my videos are still, like, getting viewed. Like, my Yoshi's New Island retrospective just passed 17,000 views. That's pretty good. But I don't think I'm ever gonna hit it big. I think what I'd like to do at some point, like, well, what I would like to happen at some point is to get to be a big enough YouTuber to the point that it warrants going to PAX and having like a meet and greet. That would be fun. Of course, it's one of those things like be careful what you wish for, right? Like that comes with its own problems. If all the vending machines were replaced with Yoshi's base game ones, Jeff will be here all day. Yeah, you know it. While if you're an average, say, dental technician, you're not always being compared to the top 0.001% of your profession. Yeah, absolutely valid point. Ah, yes, the Eldritch Horror. Invasive species Fectoforgo. The invading species, alone and incomplete without Elfilin, was trapped in the Eternal Capsule. Their only refuge was the realm of their dreams. Those dreams spread powerful waves of psychic energy all over the world, slowly taking control of the animals they reached. Escape would require more energy. Whoa. Can you get a duplicate? Says Chris. Absolutely, and I've gotten a lot of duplicates. Like, I've got 4 of these now. What inspired you to make content on YouTube? This is gonna be a boring answer, but just because I thought it sounded fun. That's pretty much it. I started a YouTube channel with my friends back in 2014, along like a similar sort of vein to like the Game Grumps or Markiplier or like any of the Let's Players at the time. Like we were inspired by those guys and we started making our own Let's Plays. It was a great excuse for us to get together and have fun, like getting together, playing video games, hanging out. And I feel like it actually made our group of friends get even closer than we had been before, which was awesome. If you have any interest in checking out that YouTube channel, it's Volatile Upgrade. And I put together, like, I went out and did an interview with each of the guys, wrapping up the YouTube channel. Like a 30 minute to hour long interview with each of the guys about their time on the channel and memories, favorite memories from the channel, all that kind of stuff. If you have any interest in checking that out, that is on Volatile Upgrade. I'm actually really proud of how that came out. But yeah, we have like nearly 600 videos over there. Had a ton of fun. And then I got married, and I decided I wanted to start streaming on this channel instead of Volatile Upgrade. Kind of just built something up with my wife Sky, and then it kind of just turned into me wanting to make Yoshi videos because I'm the Yoshi Fanatic. So yeah, that's kind of the story in short. I'm running out of coins, guys. Holy, I didn't realize that I'd gotten that many of the Volume 3s. Let's do some volume 1s. Have a good night, says Adam. Adam, thank you very much for tuning in and for your insights. Very good stuff. Have a good night, Adam. Nice to see you in the chat. Bloody eyeballs are so 25 years ago. It's all about gooey hybrid monsters now. Yeah, right? A Mario adjacent channel. Yeah, pretty much. Kirby and the struggles of the working class for figures. Yeah, right? How am I doing now on this one? Yeah, this is the only one that makes any sense to keep going for because, like, I have so many of these other ones. Let's keep gambling until I get down to, like, 6,000 coins, I guess. Oh, I don't want to do that because, like, I still gotta upgrade my other abilities. I think I've done enough, gambling for now. Okay. I think I might have time for one more level. Oh. I think I might have time for one more level after this. 99% of gamblers quit before winning it big. Alright, attack, masked hammer trial. Target time is 1:40. You have to gamble item block to unlock the NPCs in Mario Kart World. Ugh. This feels like it could be challenging to actually complete in that time frame. Oh, maybe not if I use this. Okay, no, it's not super effective. I thought it would be. I thought it would be way more effective than it ended up being. I gotta say, dude, this ability is something else. All right, triple charge ability. Keep forgetting about that. And like the flame up actually damages them too? That's wild. I keep saying wild, and it's like, yeah, it's the wild masked hammer ability. It makes sense. It's hard to know what the most effective tactic is here. Maybe it's just my inexperience with this ability, but... Oh, these snakes, dude! And the Mookies. They're annoying. Oh, I keep jumping into their mouths, dude. I suck. Oh, now I got a boss fight. Oh, what? Okay, that's nuts. Yeah, I definitely gotta do better. That was pretty good, though, I think. I miss how Mario Kart Wii had you unlock characters. Made me go out of my way to do the time trials. That was pretty cool. I think DS did the same thing, right? I have to go now. Good night, says Chris. Thanks for tuning in, Chris. I hope you have a good day, friend. Alright, let's try that again. Definitely gotta try that again. Do you guys still want me to do another level after this, by the way? Or is it getting too late at this point? Do I just, like, walk around bashing, bashing with the hammer? I feel like that's pretty effective. Death of my controller. Too many button inputs. Just mashing the Y button. Okay, I feel like the triple charge is not worth it for these guys. I mean, unless I'm just waiting here in the middle of one wall anyway. This is a lot of fun to use. Something just so satisfying about seeing those giant, like, walruses get flattened. I don't know if that makes me a horrible person, but boy, is it satisfying. Okay, these guys are super annoying. Why are there so many? Wow, I am not doing well at all here. Yeah, I need to restart. I feel that stars on Mario Kart Super Circuit actually require skill instead of having them almost free like in Mario Kart 8. Boy, Mario Kart Super Circuit, I haven't played that one in quite a while. It's probably my least favorite Mario Kart, to be honest with you, but definitely has its place. I feel like that was probably a waste. This feels like it's gonna be really hard to get the timing right. Oh, the snakes are so annoying, dude. I don't know if they're as annoying as these Mookies. It's close. Ah, the snakes. If I could beat him in 5 seconds, then I might be able to do this, but I don't think that's happening. What's good, Jeff? Hey, Solar Flare, welcome to the stream. Welcome to part 8 of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. How are you? All right, I'll get back to your comments in a second, guys. I really just gotta figure out what I'm doing with this darn thing. It's like I'm literally whipping around fire tornadoes with a couple of hammers here. You'd think it'd be easy enough to figure out what to do. Apparently not, though. All right. It really is hard to figure out the optimized way of doing this, because I've already spent a minute, and now I need to, like, finish the rest in 40 seconds. I don't think that's happening. And with these guys, it feels like the fire tornadoes is probably the way to go. Yeah, there's no shot. Absolutely no shot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart. Yep. Let me catch some comments, though. They've learned the wrong message from Mario Kart Tour. We don't want gacha to unlock characters in Mario Kart World. I miss how Mario Kart Wii had to unlock characters. That's definitely a fair point, JP. Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't play Mario Kart Tour, but yeah, if that's how you unlock characters, ugh. After Sega and Nintendo being greedy, I needed that. But seriously, what on is Miku? What on earth is Miku? Oh, yeah, I don't know, some cultural icon, I guess. After replaying Brawl, the only characters I am good at are Peach, Luigi, and Wario. Oh, I haven't played Brawl in years, dude. Opinion on AI-generated games? No. That's what I think of AI-generated games, is no. Don't. Please, no. Now, video games, I am one of those people that consider video games to be art. And just like any kind of art, they kind of need that human element to them to make them something special. If it's AI generated, it's just more slop. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but no, I don't think that AI generated games are worth anything. You guys remember that whole like that whole thing with the AI generated like cat game or whatever at the Game Awards? Remember how weird that was? I don't want all my games being like that. No way. I think I'm just generally down on AI unless it's like search functionality, and even then it's like it gets stuff wrong most of the time. Like AI is definitely not reliable yet. Man, how in the world? How am I supposed to be efficient with this? Like, these Mookies are just everywhere. How am I supposed to do that fast enough? Am I doing something wrong? Thankfully, mainstay characters like Rosalina, DK, etc., are unlocked by beating World Cups in Mario Kart World. Well, that's good. The fighting in Brawl feels less satisfying even compared to 64 in my opinion, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. I would agree. I mean, especially with like the random tripping mechanic. I'm not really sure what the focus of Brawl was supposed to be. Like, what were they intending to make better about it versus Melee? Like, there's a reason everyone still prefers Melee. Well, there's still a large part of the fan base that prefers Melee. Considers it like the ultimate Super Smash Bros, you know? So what exactly were they trying to like make better with Super Smash Bros. Brawl, other than the graphics, I guess? And like, I liked that they had a story mode. That was awesome. Like the single player element of Smash Bros. Brawl was much more enticing, I think. Alright, but seriously, how am I supposed to do this? What am I doing wrong? Oh. Like, am I supposed to, like, be really focusing on the fire tornadoes? I feel like I should probably be for this part, at least. Because, like, these Mookies are really annoying to, like, try and chase down. Let my fire tornadoes do that. That feels like the best bet. And then, like, this guy's a two-hit sort of situation. Well, it should be. So let's try that again. Example of AI being wrong. One man told Gemini AI told a user to make the cheese stick to a pizza to put 1/8 of non-toxic glue. Oh, that sounds about right. The fighting... Oh, sorry. I'm guessing Brawl was made to be more party-focused after Melee attached a hardcore audience by accident. Or attracted a hardcore audience by accident. Yeah, that seems plausible. definitely seems plausible. I wonder if I'm like supposed to be using different moves for different phases of this to be like more effective. It seems like no matter what I do, I'm not doing it fast enough. Like, is this another one of those cases where I need to be doing like as many tornadoes as possible? But they don't seem to do a ton of damage. Man, I just don't know. Like, no matter what I do, it doesn't seem like it's efficient enough. Yeah, no, I definitely need to try again. That's no good. AI thinks Walt Disney has a pitch voice. Lol. Oh boy. I mean, is this just another one of those cases where... I mean, they're all chasing after me. Like, the Mookies, they avoid me. So this seems like a good tactic for those guys, but for these guys, maybe just the charge spin would be good enough. Yeah, I need to try again. This is a high-pitched voice. Oh. Okay. Yeah, missing a word there. That... I mean, the spin to win seems to be pretty effective here. Okay, that was good. This might be a case where the tornadoes come into play. It's like there's just, well, I don't know. Just these massive waves of enemies. Feels like for these guys that are all like actively chasing me, the spin move is probably the best bet. And then these guys constantly, you know, avoiding me. Seems like the tornadoes are probably my best bet to like chase them down. Yeah, I think I'm down for that approach. No, I really need to not screw that up. Man, this is tight. This guy is a two-hit situation. Should definitely be no more than a two-hit situation. Let's try that again. I came close. Useless news that nobody cares. PETA is threatening to sue Nintendo because the cow racer in Mario Kart can eat a burger. Yes, they want to sue Nintendo because a cow can eat a burger. I hope you're joking. Mark says, well, you can always upgrade your weapons, but it pretty much lingers around 500 to 2500 gold. And like 3 to 5 rare stones. Yeah. Thanks, Mark. I think I'm figuring something out here, and I'm getting close. I think I can do it. Plus, I don't have enough rare stones to upgrade this right now. So, I don't really think that's an option. That wasn't atrocious. Okay, come here, Hughes. I feel like that could have been worse. Probably could have been better, but it could have been worse. soon as I get caught by that guy, it's over though. It's real? Oy. Peter's ridiculous as usual. Also, it's a fantasy world. Who cares, says Vincent. Yeah, agreed. Like, how about PETA deals with some real issues, you know? Instead of chasing after cartoon cows eating cartoon burgers in a silly arcade racing game. You know? How about we tackle some real world issues? The Alvin and the Chipmunk copyright is on sale, and there's absolutely no bids yet. Doesn't that just say it all? Doink. It's so hard to know what the optimal approach is here. I mean, not missing with my hammer would probably be a good start, yeah? I haven't given up yet. I don't think this run's quite dead yet. It's close, but it's not quite dead. I like that I'm calling this a run, by the way. No, now it's dead. As soon as you get eaten by a snake, it's over. I mean, generally, that's a good rule of thumb. If you get eaten by a snake, it's over. Is Sonic lore can have people honoring a man who is terrorist because he made Shadow, then a cow can eat a burger? Huh, okay. I don't know anything about that one, so I'm gonna... Yeah, not gonna say anything about that one. And I feel like those fire tornadoes should be much more damaging than they actually are. Like, it's a fire tornado. There. I still don't know what's the optimal approach with this phase. Oh. Wait. Oh, I thought I had gotten eaten by the snake. I was just about ready to give up. I feel like this is close. Let him do his animation there. Get through the first phase. Oh! It was all reliant on me not screwing that part up. Try again. How about a pose, a test, spin, attack, or fire tornadoes? See which is more viable. Spin attack or fire tornadoes? Yeah, let's try that in that one phase. I do feel like the spin attacks are more viable here. Or a combination, I guess. Like, while I'm waiting for them to converge, maybe I use the fire tornadoes to just do a little bit more damage. I don't know, that one... I feel like if I'm not within, like, 237 when I'm fighting, like, the sandcastle looking enemies, then I'm doing a bad job. Jeepers. Okay, that was fairly good, I think. And then these guys. Oh, it's tough. Maybe the fire tornadoes are the best way to go on these guys. Instead of just waiting for them to all converge, because they're spawning at like the far corners of this thing. Yeah. I feel like that was pretty solid. That was much less solid, but I think we're still okay. Okay, I think we're nailing down the strategy here. We're getting close. Okay, that just wasted a bunch of time. I don't think I've got it this time, but we're getting closer. Oh, so close. Stars and Night says, hi, sorry for not being in your streams, I fell asleep. When are you streaming a Yoshi game? The next Yoshi game I am going to stream, Stars and Night, welcome to the stream by the way, is Yoshi's Woolly World in October. Until then, I will be playing some indie games after I finish Kirby's in the Forgotten Land. So yeah, that's the game plan right now. Okay, this is going really badly. Should the new Kirby game be called New Super Epic Duper Chaos Kirby Triple Planet Robobot Dreamland Deluxe 3D? No. That doesn't that definitely doesn't roll off the tongue. I feel like the spin attack is probably the best for these guys. Like, the more that I do this, like, they run towards me pretty quick. They spawn all over the place. Yeah, I think just the spin attack for those guys makes the most sense. And then for these guys, the tornado makes the most sense. Start focusing on the ones that kind of group up, and then for the ones that don't, just tornado them for general AoE. There. And then these guys definitely need to rely on the tornadoes. And I'm not doing a very good job of that right now. Yeah, I screwed up. No way. No, sir. Not happening. Well, I mean, never say never. Yeah. Yeah, not this time. Need to try again. Will you stream Undertale? I'm not planning on it. Undertale doesn't really look like my thing, but yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm not gonna count it out. I wish I could charge this attack a little bit faster. Or I wonder if I could, like, buy a power boost from Waddle Dee Town. That's a thing, right? It's a lot of fire tornadoes. Like, I'm barely giving him a chance to spawn at all. And then spin these guys. Again with the snakes, dude. Getting eaten pretty much spells doom. And I've gotten eaten twice. Oh. Not because it's monkeys, but because, like, I'm actually really close here. Oh, that's it. Let's go. Do you think Koopa is a teen or young adult? Oh, Koops? That's a good question. He could really be either, but I kind of thought he was just like a teenager. It's a good question, though. Could go either way. Wow, that was something else. Jeppy turning into Indiana Jones with those snakes. Do you have a Switch too? I do not, but I do have a PS5, which you previously asked about. Nice, you did it. Yeah, that was insane, dude. I didn't think that would take that long. Wow. I heard there's a present code hidden somewhere in town. Let's find it. Let's not and say we did. Wow. You can also talk to the Waddle Dee band. The Waddle Dee band? Well, let's do that. Huh? What? Oh boy. I wish I had a turbo function. Oh, there we go. Ask and you shall receive. Play way too much Terraria. Lol, says Vincent. Did Kirby forget the land? He sure did, along with everybody else. You're welcome for my contributions. Now play something. Toss star coins into the guitar case. Now the band can perform on a nicer stage and play new songs. What? I mean, cool. That doesn't look nicer, but... Have you played The Last of Us? No, but I do have it. There we go. Are Kirby's shoes actually shoes or part of his body? That's a good question. I have seen funny artwork about... Or funny art, like, showing Kirby's just feet. And that's funny. Do we do a little bit more gambling before we go to sleep? I mean, yeah, obviously. What is this? An arrow sign. Nice. I'm glad that isn't part of my collection now. I have played it. Love it. It says, Stars and Night. Oh, says Vincent. Yeah, the general sentiment is that game is very, very good. It's a zombie game, which doesn't really pique my fancy. But, more suit my fancy, I guess. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, it seems to be quite good based on everybody else's review. The band is actually called the Deedly Dees. That's fantastic. That's such a great name. I have a feeling I'm not getting all these figurines. Man, I'm getting so unlucky with these ones. Like, I've got less than half. Why are like 90% of the ones I'm getting repeats? I don't like The Last of Us. It's too much for me. It's the Stars and Night. It's a zombie game, which isn't really my thing. I've heard the story's pretty compelling. Again, like... Oh, this one's so frustrating. Are you kidding me? I've gotten that one like 3 times, dude. One more. Wow. No, I'm not wasting my money on that one anymore. That one I can get like 10 of these for the same price. I had like 6 left of those. And I got a new one on the first try. I don't know when, but eventually a Waddle Dee can give you figures you're missing for a high price. Whoa. Well, maybe I should just keep doing volume 1. What gives, dude? There we go. Look at this. Wait, what did it say? I didn't read it. What did it say? I feel bad I missed it, but I totally did. Is that the thing that lets me buy stuff from Waddle Dee? Like, I got a sufficient amount from Volume 1. How's it going, dude? You haven't missed any blueprints. And never mind. Wow. Sorry guys. A game that is not for, is Minecraft. I just get bored of it, says Vincent. I just don't have enough time to sink into it. Like, if I did, I would, You've collected all currently available figures for Volume 1. What? Yeah, I just don't have enough time to play Minecraft anymore. Like, I streamed Minecraft quite a while ago, and it was like 8-hour streams, dude. Way too much time sunk into Minecraft. And I just don't have that kind of time anymore. Wait a minute, how many do I have left in Volume 2? I got them all? Well, why am I getting so unlucky with Volume 4? It's the most expensive one, and it's giving me the least drops. And there's only... So that one's not available yet, right? Or are those available? It seems like they are. Got all the ones in Volume 2. It's enough to make me want to keep gambling. Like, when are they unavailable to get new ones? Okay, so it'll tell me if I try to, like, go into it. There we go, Silly Dillo, let's go! Is it just that, like, a bunch of the level 4 ones aren't available yet? There are some for the last levels you're heading into, plus the arenas. I see. 99.99% of gamblers quit before winning it big. Well, we're gonna continue to try and win it big. Dude, we're over 3.5 hours at this point. I really need to go to bed. And I will very shortly. I'm not doing any more levels tonight. Where are we at? One more, guys. One more. I've got a 2% chance of getting it. Let's try for it. Let's keep trying. I've got 8,000 coins. You don't have to enter it, but you can at least check out what the arena offers. Oh, I'm gonna enter it, but probably... Yes! But probably next time. Like, look at that. I got both volumes 2 and 3 completed. That's, an achievement. And I don't know how I keep getting repeats of these ones. I'm starting to wonder if it would be best to come back. After the stream, I'm going on Terraria. After the stream, I'm going to sleep. What guest character would you want in Mario Kart? For me, it's Pikachu. Prince Peasley. Or Pit from Kid Icarus. I feel like he'd be hilarious. Welcome to the Coliseum. If you're here to enter the tournament, you came to the right spot. Whoa. The Ultimate Cup is now available at the Coliseum. Challenging battles with ferocious bosses await you. And my reward is 1,500 coins. And the 1-star thing. Why sleep when bosses need a swarm of minions and need to be whipped? I'm thinking that this can wait. If you'd like to enter later, just come back to the reception area. I think that that's definitely a worthy endeavor for next time. But in the meantime, we must sleep. Well, at least I must sleep. Does JJ have your laugh style? It's hard to tell what his laugh style is, because sometimes, like, sometimes he's just being silly, sometimes, like, he has an actual laugh. I don't know. It's tough to say right now. He has a cute laugh, though. Alright, 76% complete. I feel like we've made some pretty good progress this time around. What do you guys think? The goo monster will have to wait for another time. Absolutely. Oh man, I'm tired. And plus, Terraria added on the best NPCs, the nerdy slime. Well, guys, I think that's gonna have to do it for this time on the Yoshi Fanatic live streams. I should have been done 40 minutes ago, but boy, that one challenge took a lot longer to do than I thought. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I know I have. So if you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when I... Oh, that Waddle Dee just pushed me. Hey, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. That's what you get for shoving me, dude. Anyway. If you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when I go live or post a video. Join the Discord so you'll be kept up to date. So you'll be kept up to date on, you know, stuff going on. You can chat with me. I love chatting with the fans. Golden Guy says goodnight. It's like 12 a.m. for me. You know what time it is for me? 2:30. Almost 2:30. Yeah, it's quite late. I need my sleepies. But yeah, yeah, you can do things like suggest music for the intro and outro of the live stream, recommend games to play. I will be focusing on indie games for the foreseeable future. And yeah, lots of fun stuff to do in there. Dream of 3D Yoshi tonight. Thank you, Yoshi Daffy Duck. Thank you. But yeah, next live stream should be next Friday, starting around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, give or take half an hour or so. I'm hoping we can finish up Kirby and the Forgotten Land next time, in its entirety. We'll see. Suggestion for the music, Yoshi Clan. Hey, just because you suggest music doesn't mean I have to use it. But anyway, that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and hopefully, we'll see you next time. Have a good week, everybody. See ya.